Melissa Smith is out as well. How will they cover that? Well, time will tell. They take on this Moe side who just held on to a victory last week against the Power. They have had a few issues up forward and they've got some injury concerns as well with their forward structure. Looking forward to a big game this afternoon right here on TRFM. My name's Daryl Cooling and joining me my co-caller this afternoon, Rob Popplestone. Good afternoon to you, Poppy.
G'day, Scott. G'day, Gippsland. It is going to be a beauty today, but in a lot of ways I want to see a lot more than what I've seen from both of these sides in the last fortnight, and I'm thinking that we might see a little bit more from Moe today, but let's see how it unfolds. Conditions pretty good, a little bit soft underfoot by the looks of it, I'd say, Scud. But other than that, I don't reckon rain's going to play a part, wind's not playing a part. I think it's as good as you can hope for, given that winter started.
Absolutely. Let's roll across to our special comments. And for Carpet Country this afternoon, he does help dreams become a reality since 1981. His name's Nick Lacino. The ground report. Welcome, first of all, and we're clapping. Well done.
Yeah, good afternoon, Scud. Thanks, Poppy, too, for that massage. That was absolutely magnificent. Now we've made up.
Yep, we have. All part of the team.
Home together. But no, Scud, looking forward to this game. There's a lot to play for here for Sale. Obviously, they've had a lot of big outs at the moment, and they've got their backs against the walls too. So we'll see how the character of this side plays out today. Conditions, though, even though Poppy said it's perfect, it is. There's no rain. There's no wind, but the ground is pretty soft. So the middle of the ground is really very much chopped up, the centre part of the ground where the turf wicket goes. But even the wing side of it here is very soft as well. We do know that we do have a moat on the other side normally when we get a fair bit of rain.
We do, don't we? Yeah.
But we don't have it today. But at the same time, it is soft, but we saw the reserves game only contribute 13 goals for the match as well. So it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out, Scudman.
Number one stats man in the business. He is here for Gippsland Isuzu Ute, Paul Carter. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Daryl and Poppy and Boxer and listeners. Good to see the sun's poked its head out, I suppose you'd say. Looks like it's not going to be a nice, fine afternoon. We talked about Bairnsdale breaking a long 40-year drought at the Terry Hunter Oval last year. Well, Moe broke a 21-year drought here last year, winning for the first time at the Nest since 2002. And I certainly think they'll go ahead and make it two in a row this afternoon.
Well, in the middle of the ground, Prowse, as you'd expect, that's Chris. He goes up against Jack Leslie. We can see that Trent Baldy's in there. Riley's got the long sleeves on this afternoon, and Ben Danaher. Those three are super for the Lions side. While for the Magpies, we're looking at Lang. Mixed is in there as well, and Paddy Tainch, and the umpire will get us underway for this first quarter. All thanks to Harvey Norman Gippsland, and Leslie taps it down, and we're going to have a secondary stoppage straight away. Might have a few of these today, Boxer.
I reckon you will too, Scott, and conditions aren't great. We see the ball's not even being bounced in the middle of the ground.
All right, Leslie again taps it down, has to do some groundwork, puts Danaher in the ground, but a quick kick around the body from Baldy. High it goes to half forward. Makepeace comes out to meet it, but Lang was there. Shot a handball off. A little bit too hot there for Freeman, who's playing over half back. His handball's turned over by Nash. Now Moe go to the top of the 50. Prowse just got worked underneath it by McGuinness, and he'll relieve the pressure and get out to Tainch.
He did a good job, did McGuinness, using his body well, and Tainch does likewise. Just chips a kick over the top, and then the 1-2 gets it back from Butcher. And from the outside wing, runs to right half forward flank. Nice leg, but cut off by the captain in Kelty, who does so well in reading the play. He goes inboard, finds a teammate. That is Scott Van Dyke, who through the corridor might be a risky play given the conditions, but it's not, because Trent Baldy takes the mark, runs through the mud, and then kicks to within 15 metres of goals. But front of the pack was Sale, and it was good work by Hutchins. That's Jake. As the umpire assumes control, 30 metres from Moe's goals. They're kicking to the right of radio.
So Lockie McGrath now in the forward 50 to do the ruck duties against Big Leslie. Leslie taps it in a dangerous spot. McGrath had to go again. Freeman, though, just got it and barreled it outside his defensive 50. Good strong mark there. Nicely done on that occasion by Ben Maslin. Found a target inboard in Danaher.
It's a perfect spot there too, and well done by Maslin. That was a great mark, great contested mark as well, and smart enough to keep the ball moving quickly. Just a bit of a feeling out stage part of the game already.
Tell you what,
a few minutes.
Oh, sorry, Boxer, just one thing. It's 2:17 on my clock right now. We've travelled 2 minutes already, and the games don't start till 2:20, so well and truly ahead of time. We'll be home nice and early.
We'll be home early tonight.
As Danaher will look to get the first shot on goal. He runs around, he's going to pass this one off, and Butcher was there. Not completing the mark. Play on, said the umpire. Handball goes back now to Danaher. This time he goes out wide. Taj Eden will mark 48 metres out. Too far out to score. Kicks it to the top of the square. Jacob Wood can't get a handle on it. Nicely done by Kai McDonald. McGuinness overran it. Moe got some numbers there. Underground handball there was from Potts. looking for Lang. He's got two Moe defenders closing quickly, and they'll wrap him up in a tackle, and umpire Peter Carey will resume control and ball it up 25 metres out.
So, Moe into attack, as we've seen for the first 2.5 minutes of this first quarter. Nice tap down by Leslie, a tap forward by Mitch Dowse. Can he find a teammate? He can't. Quick kick forward, taken and released by Tom Glenn. And now Lang sums up the options and then kicks to the safety of the boundary. But has he gone too far? That's the cue. He hasn't tapped off hands and over the boundary line. So, a boundary throwing to take place. Right half forward flank, grandstand side, opening minutes of our Gippsland Live match of the day between Moe and Sale.
Yeah, Prowse, beautiful tap down to Riley Baldy. Kick around the body. McGrath's there and got it. Nice take in front of his eyes. He's going to play on left footer. Good spot for it. Kicks to the top of the square though. McGuinness in the front spot. Prowse had the sit over the back. Takes the strong mark. And Nick Prowse will go back directly in front and get the first goal for the Lions, you'd expect, Box.
Yeah, it's a luxury for Moe as well, having the height down forward.
Yeah.
I think that's really going to stretch the Sale defenders this afternoon.
So from point blank range, we're talking 10 metres out, directly in front. Chris should not miss, and he won't because Nick's going to put it through. Because Nick Prowse put it through the middle and gets the first one for the Lions.
Yeah, good get out of jail card there, Scott. It doesn't matter which way you call it. It's going to be a Prowse anyway, isn't it? So McGrath forward. Makepeace and Prowse is really going to stretch Sale at the minute too. So I think there might be a little bit of uncertainty with the foot in two out there too. We've seen players already inside 50. They don't want to go for the long kick because they don't have that foot in as well. So it'd be interesting to see how this pans out. It's going to get colder. It's probably going to get a little bit heavier as well as the day goes on.
First score on the Virtue Home scoreboards come at the 4-minute mark with Moe 1 goal straight, 6 Sale yet to score.
So Nick Prowse kicked the goal and now Chris Prowse contests the ruck, but Leslie too good tap. Grand level, the Baldy boys get in there. One's under, one's over. And I can't think of a worse place than in the middle. And in the middle was Taint. So good work for all three players as the long sleeve Baldy boy in Riley takes his time to do up his shoelace right where the umpire wants to throw the ball up. And he's going to wait for the player to do his shoelace up.
Smart move not to move it aside, isn't it?
Yeah.
Prowse could have stood on him and taken the ruck duties.
Exactly, ball thrown up. Leslie, I reckon, got a fingertip to it. Wasn't a tap that deserves a stat.
Thank you.
Nevertheless, thanks, Paul Carter. And fell to ground. Umpire takes control again. Who can get this one? Leslie does get a tap this time. Taints on the end of it, looks for a handball, finds it. Nice work, and on the end of it is Mitch Dowse. He gives and goes inside forward 50. I reckon for the first time in the opening 5.5 minutes of this game, but at the back of the pack is, I thought just taking a short step there was Declan Kelty.
I think that footing
it's the footing
that Boxer spoke about.
Okay, right on the boundary as you alluded to pre-game.
You are right, though. Just a little bit proppy, wasn't it? The way he sort of slid underneath there.
So 40 metres from Sale's goals.
This time Descent takes the ruck duties and tapped it down, but not going anywhere. Nice strong tackle there from Kane Cutler.
Didn't mention Descent at the start of the game too. I know conditions aren't great for forwards, but he may play a big part of this game as well for Sale.
Doing ruck duties again. Ricochet from that stoppage, and Trent Baldy went backwards in the end in a dangerous spot right on the goal line and rushed through under pressure. We'll see a minor score for the Magpies. Virtue Home scoreboard this afternoon in the first quarter.
Sale's first score has come at the 6-minute mark of this first quarter. Virtue Home scored. Sale 1 behind 1 point, trailing Moe 1 goal straight 6.
So it looks as though Descent and Leslie will change in the forward line for ruck.
Yeah, and you probably then find that Leslie will do all the ruck duties. He won't do too much outside of, inside forward 50, but he'll do it everywhere else you'd expect. But Moe were able to clear that defensive one quite easily. The inboard kick from Prowse finds Van Dyke. Now, Van Dyke, he's going away overseas on holidays too, guys, but you'll be pleased to know it's during the bye week. He's planned it well, Boxer.
He's done well. I'm very impressed with that.
Yep, planned it well. And that's what we like to see, is a nice little chip over the top to Belfer. He had a runner in Van Dyke to get the one back, but decided not to go there. Little chip kick over the top finds Trent Baldy, who has started well for Gippsland Ozuzu Ute to the open fat side. McGrath comes, not going to get there though, picked off by Kay McDonald, and he'll go straight down the middle of the ground. Can't complete the mark on that occasion. There was Hayden Potts. Somehow comes out Van Dyke, gave it to Maslin, who missed the target in Blackshaw, and that is the brother of Tom, and that is not Blackshaw, that is Warren Hester, the other first gamer. Blackshaw is playing across half back for the Lions this afternoon.
I didn't think it was going to be so unsteady underfoot for these players, but there's quite a few that are just finding it hard to find their feet. Prowse, front of the pack from the boundary throw in. Leslie got rid of Prowse and got a thump forward of all of 5
again.
metres. Baldy lost his, and that's Riley, lost his footings. He attempted to pick the ball up. He's at the bottom of the pack. He's going to be called for holding the ball. He fell onto it, but had no option. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it before. Patrick Tainch gets up with a free kick and then plays on quickly inside forward 50. Descent provides the option. Front position, that's all important. Couldn't take the mark. And now from the back of the pack, they'll clear through Mole Queen. But not for long. Kick smothered, goes back inside. 20 metres from Sales home, and that's the goals. And a good tackle keeps the pressure on them. The Magpies, first attempt, and it's a beauty! Thomas Campbell, a contender, I'd say, for the Zambrero goal of the day.
You do when you're a little small forward like Campbell. You make the opportunities count when you get them, and he did. Perfect position. It was a great goal, and it is definitely a contender for the Zambrero goal of the day this afternoon. But what a little good swoop, and made the opportunity, because they haven't had a lot of entries inside 50 the Sale side so far, and to sort of respond like that now just evens the game up a bit.
Just the third time they've been inside box. You're right there in 8 minutes, and they take the lead. Sale 117 on the Butcher Home scoreboard, leading Murray 1 goal straight 6.
Scud, just quickly in the AFL, it's quarter time. It's the Doggies. They lead by 4 points over the Dockers at Marvel Stadium.
Thank you very much, Nick Lucchino, for Carpet Country this afternoon. Back to the middle we go. And Leslie taps it down. Clearly a key part of this game will be Leslie in the ruck, and this guy too is Lang. Drives it back inside forward 50. Kelty, well, he had 2 bites at it, left it alone. Now the ball is in dispute. Working hard at ground level. Here's that man Campbell again. Shrugged one tackle. Handball to no one in particular. Danaher tries to get it back, but Campbell got it, kicked around the body, and Descent diving mark. Directly in front, good pressure. The 3 key players at the moment for me is Lang, Leslie and Campbell.
Absolutely, Scud, too. And I was watching Mole Queen then, too. He just got lost. Descent just got him on the wrong side. Mole Queen was really labouring behind, and in the perfect spot when you get the ball in quickly, it's very dangerous for backman if you're not going to be around your player.
So good to see Brad Descent back in the last couple of weeks. He returned like a house on fire the first time with 7 goals, and then just couldn't quite find the scorer sheet. Now, in the opening 9 minutes of this first quarter, he has found the scorer sheet with the first goal to the big fella in Brad Descent.
You're right there, Scud, too. He did come back with a big bang, 7 goals in the one in the game against Maul, and then he only kicked the one last week, which was probably, he would have been very disappointed with that too. He didn't have a lot of opportunity. He might get some this afternoon, and Mole Queen gives away a lot of weight to Descent as well, so if they can get the ball in quickly, Brad Descent can find himself in a really sweet position as long as that midfield gets on top.
Sale goes to a 7-point lead at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. Virtual Home scoreboard. The Magpies are 2-1-13. They're leading Moe, who are 1 goal straight 6.
All right, we might go around the grounds if we get a chance to, because we're waiting for the ball to come back into play. In fact, the field umpires are calling for a spare footy to come from the sideline.
Well, you know that footy's gone.
I mean, they're a fairly honest crew here in Sale. But I did see a 77 Monaro do a screechy and take off just behind the goals. Here it comes now. They're giving it back. Told you. They did a U-turn around the roundabout and came back. Good work. Ball comes back into play. Just repeating those scores at the 10-minute mark of the first quarter here at Sale's home deck. It's a home side, 2-1-13, and Moe 1 straight kick as we contest this ball up.
We do. And they finally get it back to the middle, and it'll be Prowse and Leslie again. As we said, it's an important ruck battle this afternoon, and Prowse with it was Leslie with the strength, who tapped it down. Trying to work hard there is Lang again, and this guy from the middle of the ground, he is a super player for him. He drives it to half forward, again over the back, nicely done by Campbell. Running onto it though is Blackshaw on this occasion. The outlet kick, nice, and can find the teammate in Eden. And Eden looks up, wants to go inboard. Nothing on there at the moment. It's going to be a kick down the line to the big ruckman. Front spot there, Prowse. Strength with Leslie. Spoil. That was Lang at the front and square. Hammered over the top. Working hard there for the Magpies was Cutler at ground level. Nearly threw it out to a teammate. And now going the other direction, Mason Anir with a left foot kick. Outside of the boot, goes over for out of bounds on the full. 11.5 minutes in, 7-point margin in favour of the home side.
So it's Taj Eden that goes in board at Danaher. Big week for him last week for all sorts of reasons. He goes in to the corridor searching for Van Dyke. Kick wasn't as good as it could have been, and pick it up was Butcher. Releases the handball. Getting on the end of it, Jared Freeman. They give ground, they keep possession, and they go to the outer side of the ground where Jack Hutchins will go in board to Josh Butcher, picking up a couple of early touches. going to be the old 1-2 again. Butcher goes to his right, laterally, outer side of the ground. A mark's been taken. Can't pick the player from this side of the ground, but on that left leg goes towards centre half forward. And he finds a teammate, he can't. Nicely roved. And they get themselves out of trouble momentarily, it might be. It's Matty Haywood who released it to Jacob Wood, and now Wood from 75. His kick inside 50 was sloppy, and it was McGuinness that cut it off, and he fed it off to McDonald. And now they go through Taint's outer side of the ground, but he's beaten the ball by the boundary. So boundary throwing left half forward flank, mowing into attack, but they are trailing the visitors by 7 points, and we've played 13 minutes.
Both sides are just pushing the far side of the ground here at Sale at the minute, because that centre of the ground is so muddy. They're avoiding that mud patch at the minute.
Ball gets out the back. Trying to run onto it there was Freeman. Got wrapped up by Trent Baldy, and the umpire said, let's do this one again as both sides reset. Find their defensive structure. That works for Trent Baldy. Kick around the body. Top of the 50 it goes. Wood and Freeman set sail with a chase. Wood head over it. Good little work there by Freeman as well. Then dive crashing in the other direction. Nicely done. Now they stand up in that tackle. He feeds a handball to Danaher with a left foot flying shot on goal. And he's put it through, if you don't mind. Casually, but professionally done by Danaher for a Zambrero goal of the day contender.
Yeah, it's a great finish there too. Left foot as well. Probably on the wrong side for him too. But one thing about what I was going to say earlier is they've just got to get the ball in quicker into their forward 50. They're playing that wide game, and both sides are playing that push-out wide game where it creates the turnover pretty easily. And if you can swoop and get the turnover and your opposition on the hop, this is exactly what happens, and Maui capitalised on it.
1 point the difference at the 14-minute mark of the first quarter. The Virtue Home scoreboard has Sale ahead, 2-1-13, to Maui 2 goals straight 12.
All right, again we wait for the ball to hit the centre. So we've got Leslie and Lang and Taints in there for Sale amongst the 4 players, and then you've got Big Prowse, that's Chris, Danaher, and a couple of Baldies just to add a bit of weight to your midfield for the visiting Lions side.
If you look at just that centre circle matchups, it's very, very good.
Very, very
and talented as well. Yep,
exactly right. And let's see who might be getting the first tap of this one. Leslie wants to body Prowse because Prowse might have the edge in height, but Leslie's got the improvement in strength. But a free kick's going to go the way of Sale, and it's going to go the way of Taints because of Benny Danaher's throw. And if you ask me how I know that, it's not because I saw it, it's because of the movements that my co-caller Scud Cooling is making. It was either that or someone made a cup of tea. As Sale go forward inside forward 50. Leslie grabs it, gives it. Byron, left leg, inside, no, cut off. There's a contested ball, ground level, 50 metres from the home side's goals, but Kelty, a handball over the top, cut off by Taints. Can he find a winner in the corridor? He can. Ooh. Geez, 1 hand, 2 hands to it, but couldn't take it. Kai McDonald, the game's on now.
There he is.
Can he do it again? Campbell, kick around the body, just offline. A minor score, but every score counts, Paul Carter.
2-2-14 Sale on the Virtue Home scoreboard, leading Maui, who are 2 straight 12, coming up to the 16-minute mark of the first quarter.
Van Dyke comes to the near side. They find Maslin. That's Ben Variety. Of course, 2 Maslins out there this afternoon, 2 Baldies out there this afternoon, 2 Blackshaws out there as well. As the kick goes down the line, McGuinness in the front spot. Here's one of those Baldies, and that's Riley. Gives it to Wood with a nice forward handball to Danaher. They go backwards now. Now the left foot kick on the outer side. Can find Nash.
Look at Wood working.
And Nash kicks it over the top. There's going to be a first one in. Brock Smith works Hutchins. There's Wood, the man. Although he just shepherded, nicely done to allow Brock Smith to give it back to Callum Nash. He left it behind. And now Sale through Hutchins, gathers it, kicks it high to the wing, and Maslin might stand underneath it. Can't complete the mark, but wins the free kick. So Ben Maslin on the wing, comes inboard to Trent Baldy. He's got some grass in front of him. He takes that and plays on, drives the right foot in, targets McGrath in the front spot. There'll be a free kick paid McGrath's way against the Magpies, 15 metres out.
It's a bit unlucky there too. It's one of those ones where they've said he's done the old wraparound again. From what I was looking for here, I thought the Sale player was the one that was impeded on.
Yeah.
And I saw more jumper go there than I have for McGrath. So Peter Carey, not going to argue with a person of his stature in the game, but sometimes even those sort of people get it wrong too.
Oh, gee whiz, there's a little drive-by as Lockie McGrath directly in front again. Moe have had a couple of shots directly in front, have not missed just yet, and now, make no mistake, they have not missed again. Moe, a 3 straight, all directly in front as well, except for Danaher's nice little one.
Yeah, not too bad either as well. So, yeah, look, the game's a little bit stagnant, I believe. It's like, because of the conditions as well, we're not seeing that free flow go through, but through Moe's work rate from his defensive 50, it was very, very well done. Albeit that the free kick might have been debatable. At least they got the ball inside 50 and put Sale under pressure. So a nice little finish there too for McGrath.
And the lead changes again at the 17-minute mark of the first quarter. Moe ahead now by 4 points on Virtue Home's scoreboard. Moe 3 goals straight 18. Sale 2-2-14.
So a little bit tentative, I think, Boxer, because of the conditions underfoot,
100%.
the way they're moving. And this bloke Taint, she's moving high, I thought, taken by Baldy.
He started really well, Tainch. I like him in the
been
midfield
good
as well. He's got a big bodied as well, and his work rate's been very good.
It has. Who gets his tap down? I reckon Leasley again to Lang. Quick kick around the body. It's a tumbling, rolling forward ball of about 50 metres before it's picked up by Trent Baldy. Goes towards the outer side. Finds, is that one of the Prowse boys there? The big ruckman in Chris. Leslie on the mark. Now he's been called to play on. This will be interesting. One ruckman trying to get around another. Chris just kicks more in hope than anything else. And Freeman, well, he had enough of it to take the mark just outside the front yard of Moe, who were attempting to burst through their forward 50. Freeman goes towards the outer side. Can he find a winner here? He can't. Prowse got a hand to it. Out the back, though, Byron picks it up. Handballs. Can he find a teammate? He can. Good tackle, good pressure. Play on's the call. We'll call that one even, says the field umpire. But now they're in trouble. The umpire will have to assume control and ball this one up. Basically outer side wing here at Sale's main ground. Their main oval, their home ground. 19 minutes gone, first quarter. And it's the home side trailing by 4 points.
Taint from the stoppage gives it to Lang. He gets out of it with ease and then goes deep inside forward 50. Out the back, the runners there is Mulqueen with the lines left it behind. Now he's in a little bit of strife, but Kelty's back there to help. James Maslin gives it to Mulqueen and they rush it over.
Geez, Lang's good. Like, he just knows how to read the play very well. He ran forward. His teammate knew exactly what he wanted to do. He's a star, that bloke.
It's a 3-point lead to Moe at the 20-minute mark of the first quarter.
Van Dyke to Maslin, and now a beautiful kick finds McGrath on the wing. Right in front of Ania. McDonald it is. McGrath's little wobbly kick goes to the top of the 50. No one can really gather it cleanly. Bobbles around. Baldy at pace, try to take it. Left it behind as well. And the umpire will ball it up. Free kicks in this first quarter, Paul.
Oh, we've had 5.
Hey, how good's that?
Wow-wee.
20-minute mark of the
We would have had
first quarter.
5 in 3 minutes last week.
It is all thanks to Virtue Homes this first quarter. And a little quick handball there from the stoppage from Haywood. They go forward through Baldy. Trying to run onto that was Balfour, who just couldn't quite. Freeman's been good down back. Baldy's there, handball open. He just knows where his brother is. It gives it to Trent. Right foot kick to the pocket. Wood can mark. Great job in front of Tom Glenn. And I tell you what, how does Riley Baldy know where Trent is?
It happens every week, Scud.
Yep.
We talk it all the time. And even the supporters from Murray know that they do look for each other very well. And why not?
Trent Baldy's had 8 disposals this quarter.
So with the check side, banana, Jacob Wood, no. It just missed, just gone the wrong side of the upright, and it is a minor score, the Virtue Home scoreboard.
3-1-19. Moe leading by 4 points over Sale, 2-3-15.
All right, so to bring the ball back into play, let's have a look at the options. Chooses to go straight down the gullet and into the muddy area because that's where Jack Leslie provides the option. A punch forward, he couldn't take it, but a nice option because they're moving forward in numbers. Jack Cantwell over the top, and now, geez, I reckon he caught one high, but playing was the call. It was taken by Mitch Dowse. The handball came from Hayden Potts. It was a beauty as he was taken high. Now they ease the pressure. Taj Eden comes grandstand side. In fact, it was one of the Baldies, I apologise. Trent Baldy who came grandstand side. Cut off it was by Jack Cantwell, and now Cantwell from 75 gets the home side to within 20 metres of goals. Grand level, nicely done by Moe. Kelty over the top. Can he find a Baldy? He can. And they'll come grandstand side again. A free kick downfield as Belfort took the mark anyway in front of a fairly aggressive Andrew Campbell. Now he's got an option inside. Perfectly placed kick. And the Lions are on the run. They enter the forward 50. Can they find a winner here? No, good thunk forward as Scott Van Dyke sent the Lions forward. Lang's handball went askew, but Freeman picked it up nicely. Fed it off to Finn McDonald. He gave ground, and off they go now through Hutchins towards the right half-back flank. Another wayward handball, and they're under pressure again. Free kick goes away with the visitors. Nicely done. It was a great tackle, and they play on quickly, but it's all Sale.
Wow.
But falling. I don't think I'm watching a Three Stooges movie. They're falling over there, not hitting targets, but Belfer will try to make something out of nothing.
Free kick.
He was taken high. Please, Scott, help me out.
Well, you need to take a breath, that's for sure. You're exactly right, though. It's hard to call when it's just bobbling everywhere and missing targets by hand and by foot. At the end of the day, Belfer has a shot on goal.
Yeah, Scott, I don't even know how to call that either, because it was pretty tough for you, Pop, and it's hard to watch as well. And I think Sale a little bit slow down their forward 50, and I'll probably add to that very shortly too.
So in comes Belfer from 45 metres. The left footer starts it out to the left, brings it back nicely over the goal umpire's head. And another one, Jacob Belfer gets his first.
And what happens too, Scott, is when you've got so many outs, Jared Freeman, who we normally see forward, is playing back, and he's actually done a very reasonable job at the moment too. And then Sale have gone fairly big forward with Byron, Zach Russell, Brad Descent. So they've lost a lot of pace in that forward 50. And Moe are doing it on ease, getting it out of their defensive 52. So may have to throw the magnets around a little bit at quarter time to see if they can get a little bit more pace injected into that forward 50 for Sale.
Moe's lead now at the 10 points. We've played 23 minutes into the first quarter. The Virtue Home scoreboard, Moe 4-1-25, leading Sale 2-3-15.
All right, so we're nearly into red time here, and it's going to be Leslie v. Prowse to get in the middle. Leslie will try to take the body if he can. He doesn't. No, he actually leaps free of Prowse and gets the tap and finds Lang. Lang releases a handball, but his teammate who he found, and that was Kane Cutler, was taken very, very quickly, and the umpire again will take control. This time Leslie edges out his opponent, give him the tap, because at the bottom of the pack it was Thomas Campbell, who's been busy in this first quarter, got the tap down, and off they go. They come grandstand side. Getting on the end of it was Kai McDonald. He gave it to Leslie. Leslie, short kick, finds a tall teammate playing with the call. Big Nick Prowse called for the handball, and nearly got it too as Kai McDonald goes to right half forward flank. Taints draws a man, gives over the top. Campbell again from 65 into the dangerous corridor. A thump from the back of the pack goes for the boundary, and it might find the boundary, or will it? It does. Just metres from Moe's goals.
The problem is there too, the kick was fantastic into Zach Russell from Campbell, who we expect to be front and centre, but he's the kicker. So they haven't got a lot of help down forward. Lang was the only one that got there in time, but it was way too late.
So the midfielders can come into this one and add a little bit of pace around this stoppage for the Magpies, which, as Boxer said earlier, is a bit of a concern. But we now got a stoppage 15 metres out from their goal.
So what, if you're a Doggy supporter, you'd be bloody chewing at the bit at the moment. It's 49-33 with 8 minutes to go in the second quarter.
From the stoppage, no one can really win it off the deck. The handball out, the good tackle there on that occasion was from Butcher. Play on, said the umpire. He's gone in to get his own footy again. The umpire will ball it up.
Talking about dogs, if anyone wants 2 dogs, they can have mine. It cost me about $4,000 this week, and it's rising.
Yeah, you're selling them really well at the moment. Beautiful animals they are too.
They're not beautiful. I'll kill them.
No, you won't.
No, you will not. But if they take your 2, I'll throw in a black poodle as well, because I've got one annoying me as well.
So the free kick from this stoppage, and it's going Matt Hayward's way.
Talk about leather poisoning. They've eaten a leather couch at the moment. So.
Kick out wide from Hayward, and in the front spot, nicely done, was Prowse on that occasion. This is Nick, long way from home.
That early quaddie couldn't come a better time for you.
Exactly right. Buying the new couch. Kick down the wing. Jack Leslie's had a good piece of that one. Play onto the umpire. Wood in traffic. Handball to open space. Baldy, can he pick it up clean? He does. Gives it to Belfer. On the hop, 50 metres out. Left foot shot on goal. Hutchins in a good spot to spoil this, and he does just that. And he's rushed it through for a minor score. Virtue Home scoreboard.
4-2-26. Moe leading by 11 points over South 2-3-15.
It's just that transition again, Scud. Just from their defensive 50, Moe. They just done that very easily.
Yep.
They could really hurt Sale if they can get that score.
Hutchins kick out towards McGuinness, can't complete the mark. Running there is Cantwell though. Nice little chip kick from find the target in Chris Byron. He does. He looks up, there's Chris. No real options presenting. Brad Destin's a long way from home, but only 20 metres away from the kick, so he's going to have to go long to the youngster in Russell. Although in the end it was a poor kick. He's picked out Declan Kelty. And now they could slingshot and run this one. They go lateral to Maslin. He gets it further afield to Hayward. And now just ambles across. He kicks it out wide. It was Gold, sorry, on that occasion. Gets it on the outer side now for the Lions. They kick it inboard, turned over. And Campbell takes the mark for the Magpies. Does he reload quick? He does. He puts it high on the head of Russell. Body work was good, and Zach Russell takes the mark. Boxer, that's what you want to see.
That's what you want. You want your biggest bloke out there to be one-on-one and get the kick in quickly as well. And the Campbell kick was beautiful. He was caught behind Russell, but it didn't matter. The guy's 6'3" or 4", and he's built like a wrestler, so he had all the advantage there. So now all he's got to do now is finish it. So this is the opportunity to Sale to make sure that this is what they do if you can finish off here.
So Zach Russell comes in on a slide angle. Right footer, leans back on it and puts it through the little sticks. Minor score.
10 points of difference. Sale 2-4-16, Murray 4-2-26, Virtue Home scoreboard.
It's been an entertaining first quarter. Nothing high scoring. And you just sense that big moments in the game right now for the Morwell Bowling Club this afternoon, the mysterious sixth tap. And Sale just need to hang on. If they can manufacture one in the red zone right now before quarter time, they're okay.
Yeah, they are. The sun's now starting to break through the clouds, and the ground will appreciate that. Every little bit of warm weather will help dry the conditions underfoot for both teams. That margin just 10 points at the moment, favouring the visitors as the ball comes out of the defence for Moe. Baldy overruns the ball to go for the player. Nicely done at ground level it was by Butcher. He was taken off the contest, fights hard, as does Lang.
It's like a wall with the footy.
Yeah, looked like he was trying to pickpocket the player from Moe.
The problem was it was Riley Baldy.
Yeah, and
It
he
was
didn't
like
want
two kids with a footy in the hand.
Yeah.
Don't want it first.
He didn't want to let go of it. Imagine those two growing up in the same household. Oh, hello, 911.
Look, if I'm Sale right now, 10 points behind with the way that's gone about for them,
Yep.
I think it's a win.
Yeah, we know their final quarters are their best.
Ball thrown back out. In front was Prowse, went over his head. Nicely done by Baldy. Little pirouette, then a kick. Gained all of 20 metres. Nick Prowse gave it away. He probably moving too quick was the passing player, but nevertheless nicely done by Kai McDonald. And now we've got a contest at ground level. And Johnny McGuinness was down there making sure neither player nor ball got too far. Right in front of our Gippsland live position, Daryl Cooling, Rob Popplestone, Nick Licino and Paul Carter giving you the game of the round live from Sale Oval. The tap down from Leslie. Can he keep the ball in play?
He does, and Baldy with a head over it, trying to put a tackle on was Jake Simic there. Handle over the shoulder from Danaher. They just keep it in. Jake, it was Nash in the end who kicked it down the line. It's a one-on-one. McGuinness with one spoil, two spoils. He wants the boundary line and finds it in the end. Trent Baldy was looming. And we've got a boundary throw in. 30 minutes gone in the first quarter. It is Gippsland live on TRFM, all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland. Sees the visiting Moe side leading by 10 points. There's Leslie and Prowse. And a free kick will be paid off the contest here. The free kick might go to the ruckman, it will. And it would be Chris Prowse in the end.
I don't reckon.
No, it was to Danaher, one of the midfielders. Good pick up, Poppy. Danaher wants someone to go to the pocket, and he'll kick in that direction. The Flyers will be Prowse! Just tall enough to get one hand up early. And then the second bite with no one else defending was able to take a nice one, and that was Nick Prowse. He's already got one this afternoon, Box.
Yeah, he has, and he's a nice kick of the ball too. But it's just one of those things. We've got plenty of advantages with the siren going now for quarter time.
Oh, this is hurts, doesn't it, for the Sale side? As you said a couple of minutes ago, Box, they lead by 10. Now they go in, if this goal goes through, trailing by 16, will be a danger sign. So kick on goal after the siren for Chris Prowse. Nick Prowse it is, who has one from 35 metres out. Right foot kick, stays right. Breeze just takes it across to the right. So to finish the quarter, 31 and a half minutes gone, and it was a minor score, Paul Carter.
And the Virtue Home scoreboard at quarter time sees Murray 4-3-27 with an 11-point lead over Sale, who are at 2-4-16.
All individual goal scorers, Danaher, McGrath, Prowse and Belfart, while for the Magpies it was Campbell and Descent. It's quarter time, as we said, 11-point margin in favour of the Lions. It's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.
Scott.
All right, in the middle they go for this second quarter. Leslie with a secondary tap clears the area. Handball forward there, nicely done from Kane Cutler, looking for Taint. Cutler had to go again. Eden jumped in Cutler's back, and the umpire said no. We'll ball this one up 55 metres out.
Yeah, close one that more now. It's 3 straight, 18 to 130, 2, 4, 16 and Terrell.
Glenn was tackled strongly, nicely done by McDonald.
Too, so some sand as well. So I think it's a different mindset from when Danaher had it in that first quarter. He was pretty quick to give it off.
Yeah.
While he was inside 50. This time around, he's going to probably kick from 50.
And I think with the breeze, as you said, he's
confident.
He is confident. So 55-metre kick coming up from Benny Danaher. He's already had a Zambrero contender already. He's a left footer, gets close to the man on the mark from 50. The breeze not going to take it. Big pack will form. Front and square was Leslie, and that's a beautiful kick. I don't know what all the groans were about.
Nice pass.
No, it was just
Found Byron. The chip over's just. He finds Mitch Dowse. Moaning and groaning going on, but tell you what, everything's perfect. Dowse has it. Defensive 50 for the Magpies. Chips it over the top. Got a teammate in a near. Mason Anir now has it in front of the pass players. Hill, a little bit thin this afternoon.
It is cold weather. Don't mind the fact that they haven't come out. It was very cold. 1-2 grabs. Mark has been paid. It goes the way of Mulqueen.
They've got a VIP area there in front of the Canberra.
Yeah, they do.
There's red carpet. It's all roped up, but there's no one there.
Yep.
Want to be courageous to be sitting there with the Canberra right behind you. Belfer got on the end of the Mulqueen kick, and on that left leg, he usually can find a teammate for it. He went looking for Nick Prowse, but the ball thumped away from him by the long arms of Jonty McGuinness. He found the boundary line. 40 metres out from Moe's goals. The visitors 5-3-33, sailed 2-4-16. 4.5 minutes gone of the second quarter. Moe into attack, and just 25 metres from home. Ball thrown back in, nicely done. Leslie got it tapped. Butters up, no. And then we've got a game on. Lang v Bordy. Gee, you'd pay to watch that every day of the week, wouldn't you?
Can I ask a question? Yep. Maybe it's just me having a Nick moment, but Tim Golds, have we called him?
He's out there. I have caught him once, once or twice, but there he is right in front of us. No, that was James Maslin, but he is out there. I have caught him once, Boxer, but yeah, it has a quiet start. Campbell from the stoppage bursts through, kicks it high to the wing. It's a 2-on-1. Brad Desson's got 2 to beat, and he can't do that. And Mulqueen takes the mark. So Mulqueen will look up. Had a couple of Maslins laterally, decides to kick it forwards towards Jacob Balfour, who's presented nicely, right in front of his eyes at pace. And now Jacob Balfour waits for the forward targets, goes in that direction. Can't quite take the mark there was Brock Smith, but second effort, he'll receive the handball, put it out the front of a teammate there in Haywood. Umpire says whistle's going a Sale's way, and that's going to go to Shannon Lang. So Shannon Lang, as the Boxer, if you want to look at the interchange bench right at the minute.
I'm on gold watch at the moment. I don't reckon he's playing.
Right at the interchange bench. I just gave you the leg up, and you still missed him.
I got him. He's here.
So Lang kicks it down towards Desson again. This time it was 1-on-1. Mulqueen with the spoil, but chopped the arms. And all paid the mark. And that will go Brad Desson's way. Desson looks to go inboard. It's ambitious. Tainch has to go against the Baldy. Did okay. Baldy does very well. Trent then kicks around the body again. Brad Desson at pace will meet this one. Steam train coming through. Little soccer off the ground. Campbell with a little salt some candy, then a right foot kick and find Jack Leslie. He does. Takes the mark. So Jack Leslie, 2 kicks from home. Byron presents, ignored.
Campbell's going to be an option here if he kicks long.
And he does.
No.
Just that.
He goes long, but he can't find a winner. And Kenny Desson came from nowhere. And like Tarzan, swang through a pack of monkeys and took the ball. And it was 1, 2, 3 grabs. He's only 20 metres out in a worse than 45-degree angle, mind you. But well done. Only real player that wanted the ball.
And he was the one up in this stoppage.
And I was really going to say, it's a win for Moe when he's playing so high up. And then he gets in. His work rate was very good to get there and actually contest that mark. It was a very good contested mark.
Yeah, well, Leslie waited, and he waited, didn't he, for an option. So now Desson will kick for goal. An important one too, given his side is still within touch, but they don't want to lose touch, do they? So no. Desson A lot of time over the ball. Gee, off the boot, went right, came back nicely. Wowee! I was just about to call it through for a behind, and she curved back beautifully. His second of the afternoon was a cracker.
It was a beauty too, and well marked. It was a fantastic mark. And to get the ball inside, it's just when you got those players of the calibre of Descent who have to play high to actually be part of the game and then work forward again. He'll be spent by half-time if he keeps doing that. But great finish. And he's second for the afternoon.
The margin 11 points in Murray's favour on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. We've played 7 minutes of the second quarter. Murray 5-3, leading Sale 3-4-22.
Well, big moments for the Moore Bowling Club this afternoon for a limited time. The sixth tap is Better Beer. And that was a big moment for the Magpies. Leslie with a tap down again. Mitch Dowse does well. Then socket off the ground. Got it to the top of the 50. Out in the front of the runner there in Simic. Closing quickly was Maslin. He kept his feet, so he's going to win this off the deck and handball out the back to Van Dyke. Now further afield to Haywood. Right foot kick to the wing, just on the top of Belfer's head. Has allowed Tom Glenn to come in and spoil. Sala got some numbers. On the end of that is Tainch. Inside forward 50. Campbell in front. Nicely done. That's better more ball movement and better leading patterns from the forwards as well.
Absolutely, Scud too. He's a danger. He's a real live wire forward for them, Campbell, as well. He's a big set, so you wouldn't expect him to be as nimble as what he is. But, yeah, that was good. He played in front. Sale just moved the ball forward quickly. Now that's going to give him a really good opportunity to be within a kick of the game here.
Yep. Into the breeze as well. So we know the breeze is going towards the city end of the ground. And this might be a tough kick.
That day that Descent kicked 7, Campbell kicked 6.
So Tom Campbell comes in from 48 metres on its way. He's got good purchase on it, and the accuracy is just fading away at the last minute. The breeze just pushing that across. Minor score.
3-5-23 Sale on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. Murray ahead by 10 points, 5-3-33.
Free kick from that kick out. Trent Baldy has it. Inside his defensive 50 is Trent. Been told to come to the grandstand side, I think, where he's got Blackshaw on in the middle of the ground if he wants him. Doesn't quite take it in the end. It's going to be a run and draw handball in the end after all that. Van Dyke will eventually try to go towards Blackshaw, although Campbell picks it off and took the mark right on 50. He's too far out to score. He's got Russell.
Gives himself a chance here.
He's got Descent on Baldy. Now Kelty comes across. Gives him chance. Boxer, over to you.
What a great goal. He thought about it too. When he pulled up, when he marked it just on the arc of the 50, he knew where he was. Like, he knows his ground, Campbell. So kudos to him as well, because he backed himself in and it looked like he was looking for Descent, but in the end, it just carried over the line. And a great finish. Well done to Campbell.
Campbell's second goal as well at the 10-minute mark has brought the margin back to 4 points in Murray's favour. The Murray Racing Club scoreboard, Murray 5-3-33. Sale now 4-5-29.
Sorry, Paul. I was going to just say, I'm going to give him in my contention now for the Zambrero goal of the day as well. That was brilliant.
Footy smarts, you calling that one?
Absolute great footy smarts.
I like it because I'm big on ambition and you know,
Limitations.
Yes, exactly right. That was good.
So here we are back in the centre of Sale City Oval, and another tap forward by Leslie. Sale go forward. Nicely done. Lang on the end of it.
Well done.
Clever touch to Tainch. Couldn't say that any better, and here we go again. He's on fire. Well, he looks like he doesn't care about footy. Socks down, unshaven, jumper out, whatever.
No gel in the hair.
No.
The hair's gone.
Yeah, but I tell you what, he's turning this game in favour of his side, and that's Sale. 11 minutes and a few seconds into this second quarter, and he's been a bit of a live wire. He's kicked 2. Can he make it 3? Thomas Campbell, 45-degree angle, will kick from 40 metres. Distance not a problem. Accuracy, absolutely crucial. Started right, finished right on. Nice goal, Thomas Campbell.
And you've got to remember, they're doing this against the wind as well. So the thing that we probably, our listeners wouldn't have seen, but you heard the groans, was the tap from Shannon Lang to start this up. He was under pressure as well. Tainch was smart enough to be on the overlap as well. And the kick inside, when you get it in forward and you're playing in front, it's very hard to defend. And right now, the punch forward by Leslie is starting everything for Sale at the minute. So they've got to go man on man here, Murray, and stop the curb here of Leslie.
Well, Sale have had 4 inside 50s for 3 goals this quarter, so they're certainly making the most of it. They are leading by 2 points on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. Magpies are 5-5-35, leading Murray, who are now 5-3-33.
And it must be said that Moe are kicking with a breeze in this second quarter that's popped its head up, as has this bloke, Baldy. Busts through the pack, does Riley. Kicks to centre half forward. Need a winner here. McGuinness got hands to it, taken out of the equation.
Own player.
Freeman came in to just unsettle him a little bit. Quick kick forward by Tom Glenn and over the top by Taints. Can he find a teammate? He can't, because Riley Baldy's got different colours on. He goes inboard. They give ground. Nicely done. And again, Moe will work it out. It came from Hayward, who gave to his teammate, and they're inside forward 50 again, or they're threatening the forward 50 before Freeman clears the area. But again, it's Hayward that takes the mark, or is it Van Dyke? Van Dyke it is. Kicks to the leading. Prowse out the back of the pack. Read beautifully by Jonty McGuinness.
Now they start to spread, and he's got a runner on the outer side. Butcher doesn't go that way. Butcher might get on the end of it. Well ran, because Dowse had it and gets it to Butcher, yes. On the wing area. Now rolls and plays on. He kicks it to centre half forward. Leslie will be the target. He flies. He's tall. He's strong.
Here we go.
He's directly in front. And he points and he wants to have a shot. Take the moment. Jack Leslie does.
Sorry about the moans, but he had Byron on the run as well.
Risky kick, though.
It would have been, but it was definitely on. But again, another player that knows their limitations as well.
Yeah, he is directly in front. He'll kick at 45. You'd expect with a man like Jack Leslie, this distance won't be a problem. Deliberate approach. A skip from 49. On its way. Coming back from left to right. Not quite making the distance, but taking the mark. Zach Russell on the goal line. And Zach Russell inside the square will have a shot on goal directly in front. He can't miss. And I sense that everyone will go to him, because every player, including every backman, this is his first goal.
Gee, he's hit the post. He's hit the post directly in front.
The cooling curse.
Wow, every player was about to go. That would have been his first goal in senior footy.
I'm just going to put the line through the line that I put down.
Just relaxed.
Very lazy, head back. Yeah, he thought it was home too.
Minor score.
3-point lead to Sale.
Moe bring the ball back in, looking for Nick Prowse. 1, 2 taps, no, stolen. Let's see if McGuinness can give the young fella Zach another go at it. Kicks around the area. Thump forward in the corridor, 20 metres from Sale's goals. They're desperate to keep the ball in the area, and will they do it? They do just momentarily. A kick out of the pack threatens the goals before it's cut off by Tim Golds, and from full back kicks towards the outer side. But again, Sale have got the numbers. One of those numbers is McDonald, who is held, ball and all. The umpire said no opportunity. I'll ball this one up right on the arc of 50, almost directly in front of Sale's goals. The Sale team 5-6-36 and Moe 5-3-33.
So 45 metres out, front spot there, Leslie taps over the back. Butcher has to do a little bit of groundwork on Nash. McDonald's there, somehow got boot the ball. McGrath got called to play on, gives a handball to Riley Baldy. His kick around the body to the wing. Balfour will be the target. Just tries to work his player underneath it, and they run out of real estate out of there. Boundary throw in, true centre wing. As we are just about to tick over 15 and a half minutes. It's a 3-point margin in favour of the home team.
Scuds and Mickippy scores from quarter time, more or less 1-4-10 to Mibba North, no score. Thorpedale 5-5-35 to Hill End, just the 2 points.
All right, Leslie grabbed it out of the ruck, got it only 5 metres forward, fighting hard ground level with Simic. As Baldy, as we'd expect, off the bottom of every pack.
And these scores are thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland. Newborough 2-3-15, they lead Ballara 2-2-14 and Tarwin 1-2-8, TNR 4-4-28.
All right, quick kick forward from Sale, gathered a few metres, ball cut off, and it was Van Dyke who sent Moe forward. A kick was taken, but dispossessed as Lang picked up the crumbs and kicks towards Campbell. Thump from behind. They've got the winners, though, around the ground, and this time I reckon it could have been Potts who kicks to the top of the square. It was, and Kelty took the mark. He's going to come grandstand side. Usually a good user of the ball. Went looking for Baldy, back of the pack. Got his opponent too high, and the free kick will go the way of Kai McDonald. Well, Baldy had the sit, so there was no excuses. I think Kai McDonald looks like he may have got a poke in the eye the way he's unsettled him. Gives to Campbell. Campbell, top of the square. This looks dangerous. No, front of the packet goes again, behind play. Campbell and Baldy have a bit of a tate-to-tate. But the player of the ball is Danaher, and he goes short. And he finds his teammate in Maslin. Similar looking players from afar, down to Prowse. Back of the packet goes. Baldy, in fact it was Taj Eden who was beaten to it. One of his opponents was Daniel Byron also.
We'll go to North Gippy as well now. Cower 7-2-44 to Gormandale, just the 5 points. Woodside 5-3-33 to Yarram, 4 points. And Rosedale and Churchill in a draw, 20 apiece.
Boundary throw in. Leslie front spot. Lang somehow got a handball out. Got it there towards Daniel Byron. Now out to Dowse. He took on the tackler with arrogance. And now right foot kick into the pocket. Campbell's there. Out the back. Campbell, no. Good work by Kelty to come across the front. Squeezed a handball across now to Golds. Close to the boundary line, I think. Yep, I heard a whistle. Means boundary throw in because I can't see it.
It's nice work there by Kelty as well. We haven't seen him influence the game too much, but geez, he reads the play so well. Campbell's all over that one then too, and then Kelty just like a thief in the night stole it away from him.
So Leslie taps the ball over his head looking for Lang. He's beaten to the ball at the moment, but lays the tackle trouble at the same time because James Maslin was at the bottom of the pack trying to keep the ball in the area. 50 metres from Sales goals. They're kicking to the right of Radio. 18 minutes gone, second quarter. Leslie, a tap out the back again. Lang knew what he was up to. Got the ball, dispossessed, and now they run out. 140, finds Van Dyke. Goes towards another in Taj Eden. Outer side of the ground, left-handed handball to the advantage of Van Dyke. Waits, stops, props. Can he find a teammate? He can. Oh, bad bounce. Could open the door for Sale, but Danaher cut it off. Handball's under pressure. Dispossessed. We got a game on, no question. Good tackle. And the tackle was on Dowse. It came from Eden, and the free kick will go the way of Moe. Right smack bang in the centre of the Sale City Oval.
Yeah, spot on. You got a game on, all right. It's all thanks to the Moore Bowling Club as well, and that kick's nice. Can find Eden. Balfour it is. It came from Eden. Now Balfour's left foot kick into the dangerous spot over the head there of Brock Smith. Running onto it was Baldy.
Oh, nice.
Trent Baldy with a beautiful little death tap and just guided it onto his boot. And left foot kick all in one motion. Well done, Trent Baldy. Great goal.
Yeah, great call, Scott. He didn't even take control of the footy. He was smart enough. He knew he had the pressure on his right-hand side. It was a left foot snap too for our listeners. But he didn't take control of the ball at once at all. It was a good inside 50 by Balfour. Better set up by Murray this time around. But we've seen full control by Sale so far in this quarter, and we've been playing 19.5 minutes.
And that was Moe's first inside 50 for the last 6 that have been in the game. And they go back into the lead at the 19-minute mark of the second quarter. They are 6-3-39 to Sale 5-6-36. Moe Racing Club scoreboard.
So it's going to be a contest in the centre, and Leslie's won this contest for most of the day. Nearing half-time, it's going to be Chris Prowse up against Leslie. Who's going to get at ground level? That's the question. Gee, it's going to be the ruckman, left foot kick to advantage. It's going to bounce around left half forward flank. Good pressure there, keeps the ball in the area. Moe are under pressure despite kicking the last goal. Make no mistake, Baldy on the end of this one. That's Trent around the body, and he find a winner here in Prowse. Yeah, gee, good take, the big ruckman. Took it nicely. Chris Prowse under pressure from Danaher. Releases the handball, but puts Baldy under pressure. He loves that. Left foot kick in the corridor. Can he find Van Dyke? He can't, but Woods butters up and backs him up and then kicks nicely to Nick Prowse. Well, he was gone, nearly gave it up, but they'll go inside forward 50 now. And a good take by Danaher, or is it Makepeace? Makepeace it is. Led beautifully. The kick was equally as impressive. And now Makepeace from 35 metres on the slightest of angles will attempt to go back-to-back as far as goals are concerned and open up that 3-point lead to at least 9. Makepeace yet to trouble the scorer at the moment. Off the boot, looked okay. I don't reckon the goal umpire moved a margin at all. He flipped the head directly backwards, and all of a sudden you can tell by the non-response from the crowd that the visitors have got another one.
And that was probably the best setup again for Moe for the afternoon too. It's been all Sale this quarter at the minute too, and it was probably through the defence of their forward line. Sale, they've been very good, but that transition footy that we know that Moe are very good at with the rebound footy from Van Dyke and all. It was a great finish there by Makepeace in the end.
And Moe now are 7-3-45 on the Moe Racing Club scoreboard. And they lead Sale by 9 points. Magpies 5-6-36. 21 minutes played, second quarter.
After all the hard work from the Magpies, it's 3 goals each in this quarter. And they go again. This time Tainch has it. Sold some candy. Got around a couple of would-be tacklers from Moe, and then barrels one to half forward. Coming out to meet it, though, was Dustin Blackshaw. Kick around the body's turned over. Jack Cantwell has it for the Magpies on centre wing. Looks up, chips over the top. He's got Leslie on. And Leslie takes the mark. He's going to thump it in to the shallow pocket. Campbell with the target. Kelty drifts across the front, takes the intercept mark. And he's going to square it up inboard. Nicely done to Haywood. And Haywood's got Baldy if he wants him. In bright sunshine here at the Sale Main Oval this afternoon. Conditions improving minute by minute. Haywood's kick out wide to Eden. Good spoil by Cantwell. Handball over the top. Found a teammate in Hayden Potts. Gives the handball back to Cantwell. Now to Campbell. Under pressure is Campbell from Baldy tackle. No prior. Umpire's ball. Umpire Peter Carey, 22 and 3/4 minutes. Will ball it up.
Geez, the Moe side wouldn't want to lose the Baldy boys. I think that these rumours about a move to SA next year would be interesting. They'll go well over there, but geez, they're impressive for Moe. Here we go, speak of the devil. One of them came through and another one tried to steal it as well. Taj Eden was in there, coming through nicely though. Cantwell for Sale, inboard. Lang, was he taken without it? The umpire says play on, kick off the ground. Does it ease the pressure? It doesn't. Taken with the ball
tackle
was Josh Butcher, but a tackle that was laid by Callum Nash means that Moe are under pressure and they've got some room to move grandstand side. Here we go, Scud. One bounce and off they go.
Yeah, Maslin, 2 bounces to the wing. Handballs over the top to Jaron Makepeace. He's got some space in front of him. Decides to kick to the pocket. Prowse will be the target. The breeze just carries that and carries it over. Out of bounds on the full.
Makepeace has got a fair leg as well. You can see what the intention was, but geez, they win carry that.
Kick across the goal there from McGuinness. Found Leslie. He's got one further afield. He can find a teammate out there as well. And that looks to be McDonald. And the right foot kick can't quite find the target of Cantwell. Fight for it at ground levels of Eden. Taints did well. Gave it back to McDonald, who ran on nicely. Kicked to half forward. Here's Russell, and he can mark in front of his opponent. Push back. Rolls around on the right. Thumps his right foot into it. Goes towards Descent. Can't complete the mark. Well read out the back. Nicely done there. Little sidestep from Hester. Outlet kick was good. Found Mulqueen.
So Mulqueen from defensive 50 goes short to Kelty. He goes inboard. One of the brothers in Eden goes from the outer side of the ground towards Woods at half-forward flank. He's outnumbered 1-2, but on his day he could take 2. Geez, he went for player rather than ball. He gave it all. He ran in a straight line. He's ended up just near the Sale Greyhound Club. Come back, Woodsy. Sale now defensive 50. They go towards the outer side. It was the big man Jack Leslie, but Lang's outnumbered in height and in numbers, and Kelty takes the easier of marks.
Might have been Prowse.
Prowse it was, I'm sorry.
So he puts it back in the Leslie direction, but Freeman was the spare one. He read it better than the others and takes the mark. In defensive 50, the Sale Magpies trail by 9 points. They had a good opening half to this quarter. And just with the last 2 goals for the Lions, Lang's kick inboard to Leslie. He's going to just kick it high towards half forward. Going back is Russell. Kelty comes the other direction, takes the mark, and quickly bounces like a cat, plays on quickly. Some might say like a lion boxer. Kicks it to half forward. Belford's there, open space. Can't get around the tackler. Holding the footy or out of bounds. Which was first?
It looks like it was out of bounds too, Scott. I'll tell you what I am impressed with is the effort of Sale right now. They're really matching it with Moe as well, and that's what's keeping them in the game. They've been very, very good so far in the second quarter.
Yep, they are. They just need to keep Moe out for the last few minutes now and Moe into attack. They're going to do it through Baldy, one of the Baldy boys in Trent, and he bounced around. He can't. In fact, it's Riley, and again the ball will find the boundary line, and there'll be a boundary throw-in. 60 metres now from Moe's goals. Moe 7-3-45, Sale 5-6-36. A 9-point margin. You'd be satisfied if you were Sale to go in at half-time with that. Leslie, a kick off the ground after that boundary throwing, gathers all of 20 metres. Hotly contested by players from either side, 3 or 4. There's a bunch of 6 or 7 around that ball, and the umpire will take control. Right half-forward flank, Moe into attack, outer side of the ground. The Moe side kicking to the Raglan Street end. No, dispossessed, and the umpire says yes. Free kick, it'll go against Riley Baldy. That's rare. Taken. It's nicely done by Potts. He's been busy today. The mark taken, though, by Eden. And Taj Eden looks to his right. He's got a short option. That's Prowse. Van Dyke wants to
Good
get
smother.
himself in the occasion, but it was a nice smother, wasn't it, by Hayden Potts again. He's been good. Bounces over. On the end of this one's going to be Butcher. Good pressure from Eden. One of a few to keep the ball in, but only momentarily.
Oof.
Campbell, kick off the ground, will go the way of Woods. releases it. And off they go, this time through Makepeace. Left foot kick, inside forward 50. One touch before it's been thumped away by Sales defence. And they'll get out of trouble as they go looking for Taints out of the side of the ground. Half time. Wow, what a game.
Yeah, 27 and a half minutes. It was a danger time for the Magpies, but they held on. They did give up 2 goals, though, late. And the margin gets to 9 points at half-time. It's Moe 7-3-45, leading Sale 5-6-36. It was 11 points at quarter-time. It's now back to 9 at the half. It is a good game of footy on Saturday afternoon. Gippsland League, great to have your company. We'll take a quick break, and we've got the half-time wrap coming up after the break. All thanks, of course, to our sponsoring Gippsland Mowers. But right now it is Gippsland Live on TRFM, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
It's the Gippsland League top 5 for round 9. Kicking us off at number 1, Braden McCary here from Barnsdale. Started with the footy on the outside of 50. It went into the contest. He follows all the way up, gets front and centre here, receives the handball, and then snaps it on the tight angle, kicking a great
Trying
goal.
to be a teammate. McCary from the pocket has kicked an absolute blinder. If you don't mind, the Zambrero goal today is done and dusted.
Coming in at number 2, it's Cooper Harvey here from Barnsdale. Rain is absolutely pelting down, tough conditions for footy. He swoops in, picks it up like it's dry, kicks it around the corner and scores a great goal.
Not tell me they've made it. I reckon they have. It could be Cooper Harvey who made something out of nothing. Raspberry Jam out of Big Pooh, and Bensdale have hit the scoreboard again.
Number 3, just a little bit of class here from Jaron Makepeace. Tough contest here, spills out, scoops it up, tucked against the boundary, check side if you don't mind. Threading the needle and kicking a great goal. Number 4, it's Jack Hume here from Leon Gatha. Goes the old 1-2 in the middle of the ground, sprints away from the pack, then unloads on the edge of 50, going all the way home. Number 5 is Jensen Garnham here. As easy as you like in the ruck contest, gets it, snaps it, finishes it. He had 8 goals this afternoon. What a fantastic effort by Jensen.
Welcome back to Sales Main Oval this afternoon. Third quarter action is about to get underway, and when I say about, it is underway right now as umpire Carey throws it up, and of course Leslie taps it down again. He's had a good afternoon. Free kick will go Sales' way for holding the man, and Dowse will be the one to get on the end of this one. Chips it over the top to Leslie. He's going to thump his right foot into open space to Brad Descent. Just got underneath it just ever so slightly. Lang's there, shook a tackle, gave it across to the handball, and a kick around the body from, it is Cantwell, and Cantwell gets his first senior goal for the Magpies, and every player's going to rush to him, and I mean every single Sale Magpie, including the last one who gets to him now in Freeman, and he says, well done, Jack Cantwell.
He'd be knackered by now, Freeman, by the time he gets back. But no, Cantwell, he was instrumental in that second quarter, the young fella as well, and a great finish there too, and a great start for Sale. You know what I love about midfielders that run both ways? This is the effort from Lang. He runs both ways. So do the Baldy boys as well. But Lang's effort from that centre bounce, centre clearance, he was in part of that play as well. So it's just that work rate that's going to get Sale there.
30 seconds that took, and it's a 3-point lead to Moe at the 1 minute mark on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Leslie gets yet another tap, searches for Lang, can't find that player. Umpire will throw this one up, take two. First goal coming inside 60 seconds for Sale. Couldn't have dreamed of a better start as Prowse punches the ball forward. Lang gets on the end of it, as he so often does. From a standing start, the kick gathers all of 50 metres. Kelty, last line of defence, takes a strong mark and then sums up his options. With the Sale goal 30 metres behind him, he's got a short option to Wood. And Wood takes it, half-back line. He too now looks left, right. There's one through the corridor to Prowse. He just waits that one beautifully, in all honesty, and Prowse wants to give to Baldy and does. Baldy kicks inside forward 50, wanting to respond. They might hear, no, falls to ground. Eden pulls it in. McGuinness goes to ground and he wins a free kick for holding without possession.
He's been solid, McGuinness, as well. He's held
good.
his own, held his ground as well.
Those second-tier players in Potts and McGuinness and others, as you mentioned, last player that kicked the goal in Cantwell, are all contributing well. Leslie leads his opponent to the ball and then gives to Tate, who goes over the top. Nicely done. Tom Glenn for Sale gives it. Will he get another touch at it? He might not. We've got a one-on-one contest now. Belfer, he's dispossessed. Nicely done. Glenn gets rid of one, and Wood, a diving Superman-like tackle, just threw him off marginally.
Oh, well done.
Opening the door up, though, was Cantwell. Can he get another one? No, off the instep of the boot. And it may have gone over the line on the full. It has. The goal umpire assisting the boundary there, and the free kick will go Moe's way.
Mulqueen chips it short, finds Riley Baldy. The Lions are under a little bit of pressure. It's a big moment of the game for Moore Bowling Club this afternoon as Baldy comes to the grandstand side, and does he run out of real estate? It doesn't matter in the end, it's marked. This guy's having some game. Jack Leslie, for me, one of the best players on the ground for Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Jack Leslie gets called to play on now, and he kicks it to the shallow pocket. Brad Descent will be the target. Again, just gets underneath it. Nick Licino.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of wind.
Oh, again?
What do you mean?
You're not to have egg sandwiches,
Yes,
mate. Like, it's just, and I'm
Thanks for
serious.
the start, ladies.
It's the smallest commentary box in the league.
We don't need to know that. Boundary throw, an inside Sales forward 50. Worked out of that was Descent, and then Prowse kicks it around the body. Nash couldn't complete the mark. Coming through like a steam train with a don't argue. Kick around the body from Daniel Byron's off target. Well, the build-up was good. The execution at the end was no good. It actually kicked it out of bounds on the full on the other side of the ground.
Well, the same applies here. The build-up from Nick was excellent. The execution was no good. Anyway.
We're going to boundary throw in out of side.
The players even stopped. They thought the siren went.
Yeah, well, sounded like a whippersnapper to me. I didn't know what was going on.
It was a trumpet. 4 minutes in.
That's another solid no for the day.
Right.
Yep.
All inside. Nicely done. Leslie, yet another tap. Being dominant in the ruck, as Scott alluded to. Umpire will ball this one up. 40 metres out. 45-degree angle. Sale continue to apply the pressure. They trail by just 3 points. That's a win. As far as they're concerned, if they're in touch, they're a chance. Lang scoops it off the pack, and they've hit the lead again with another contender for a Zambrero goal of the day.
I would hate to think how many times we've seen Lang do that over the last few years, where he wins the ball inside his forward 50, but he's able to run straight. And he's just got that electric pace that gets him in that little few extra yardages. He's that good though, and that calm. He kicks goals like that, and that's going to lead the way for this young brigade right now.
It certainly gives them a lot of confidence, that's for sure, Box. Fifth lead change for the match at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter takes Sale to a 3-point lead on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Sale 7-6-48 to Moe 7-3-45.
This is an unbelievable effort from this Magpie side, and we know their last quarters is the best in the comp, as Paul Carter does quarter by quarter ladders for us, and Sale's last quarters are sensational. Can they hold on here in the third? We've travelled 5. Lang gets a clearance again, kicks it in. Van Dyke holds his ground and takes the intercept mark. Will chip it over the top. It's got Riley Baldy on. Finds him by foot. He's got Mulqueen. He can go to him now, and he's got a little bit of space to move. Hesitates with the kick and now finds the target. Hits Maslin up, rolls and goes. Kicks to the open side. Makepeace, great leg. Just at his toes though at the end. He just hesitated. Hutchins will want to see the boundary line. He can find it and push it over, and Makepeace goes over the boundary line, hobbling on the left ankle, and has not sort of now takes his time to get up. He's in a lot of strife down there. He's Moe one short at the moment as we got a boundary throw in. 6 minutes in, Prowse takes it out of the ruck. Baldy, kick around the body. Can't quite find Prowse. Good work then. Here's this man again that Boxer likes. McGuinness gave a handball to Glenn. He left it behind. Wood's going to swoop on it. Can't gather it. McGuinness will want to see go over for a boundary throw in. Meanwhile, Jaron Makepeace will limp off Boxer.
Yeah, he's coming off that ankle. It's very soft on that side of the ground too. So hopefully just maybe a little bit of a twist of the ankle and get him taped up and back on the ground.
Moe into attack, wanting to regain the lead. We've seen a few lead changes today, Paul Carter.
5 in total, Poppy.
So 5 already, and Moe wanting to arrest the lead again. They trail by 3 points, but they're into attack inside their forward 50. Tarzine will lead the way, hotly pursued by Freeman. Freeman gets rid of him almost too easily, and it was nicely done by Hutchins, but his kick was smothered, goes over the boundary line, touched before it hit the other side of the line, so therefore a boundary throw in. 40 metres from Moe's goals, kicking to the right of Radio. The ground now bathed in sunshine. We played 7 minutes of this third quarter.
Prowse in the front spot, over the shoulder, will win the free kick. As Leslie's given away his first indiscretion of the afternoon.
He tried to steal 2 metres as well. No, the umpire should call him back. He's not going to either. As soon as he gave the free kick away, Leslie knew what had happened, and he took 2 giant steps. The free kick should be where the umpire's standing.
So Prowse will have the shot. An important one too. He's side trail at the moment by 3 points. Yep, the Magpies are in front. Moe's taking on this Magpie side who are undermanned. This is a big moment of the game. As Prowse comes in, the ruckman, Chris, on its way, gets underneath it, works its way back, not going to make the distance in the end, and standing tall was the forward come the defender, Freeman, for the Magpies.
Good mark. He's been solid down back. He's very, that experienced head behind the ball has been very good for Sale this afternoon.
Outlet kick looking for McGuinness, can't complete the mark, has to go again. Balfour with a head over the footy. Byron comes into tackle. We've got a ball up 49 metres out.
Still a 2-point game down the road at Morwell, 19-21, one Thaggy's way. And as we just said that then, Morwell have just kicked the goal by the look of it to put themselves 5 points ahead.
Moe go forward now. They'll kick to within 30 metres of their forwards. Thumped down by Baldy. Pressure of Sale stands strong, and the umpire will take control again. Was that Hester at the bottom of it? Scud, thank you. Ball up. Leslie, tap behind, tries to clear the area. Coming through nicely there was Byron. Danced around a couple
look at this.
And kicks to open space. And Jack Campbell, who's been busy, he's got room to move. He runs 15, he kicks 40. I reckon he's got the sit.
Oh, Campbell.
Wow, Campbell. He's done it before, but he couldn't do it again, and the ball spills off hands and over the boundary line. He positioned himself beautifully for a mark just metres out, and he couldn't execute.
Yeah, the kick was perfect then again by Cantwell. He's having a purple patch this third quarter at the minute. Campbell was just he timed it beautifully.
Yeah.
It was just he'll have a nightmare about that tonight.
Yeah, he really won't want. He'll want that one back, but they get the chance. They've got a stoppage inside forward 50. Taking the ruck is Russell. He taps it down. Baldy's there. He's got one arm pinned from Dowse. Not going anywhere on that occasion. And we'll ball it up. Game on here at Sales Main Oval this afternoon again. Russell does the ruck duties. No one really tapped it out. Baldy fights again with Prowse. This time just shuffles it forward. Tainch with a clean pickup. Gives a handball back to McDonald. Gives it back to Tainch. Little quick kick. Does it land in the lap? It does. Touch play on, said the umpire. As Russell took the mark. Boxer wants him to get a goal.
Yeah, I do. And I was hoping that this was his time to really get that one back that he missed in that first quarter.
Prowse with the ruck duties. This time Prowse taps it down. Baldy tried to crash through. Head over the footy there was Byron. Working hard as Van Dyke as well. Dowse not going anywhere. We'll do it again. Poppy, you can clear the area.
Well, I'll see what I can do. I normally play outside.
I could clear the area if you want.
Yeah, well, you could clear the area.
Give you
The way you're going, you can clear the city. Tell you what, Kryptonite's got nothing on you.
Sit down, please.
Sail into attack. That's all right. Point it towards the door. Thank you. So just 20 metres from goals.
The grandstands.
I'm not joking. I'm glad that you can't you can only listen on radio. If you use some of your other senses, you'd be running out of the room with the radio. Here we go. The ball, nicely done. Lang, quick kick. Can he get goals? He can't, but he keeps the ball in the area, as he so often does. He does it beautifully. Moe, stand up nicely. Prowse tries to clear the area. Tell you what, there's no room to move out there at the moment. We've gone 11 and a half minutes of this third quarter. Sale 7. Oh, truly, I've got to get out of the office.
7-6-48. Moe at 7-3-45. And we've got another stoppage occurring because the pressure's on. The umpire's just going to let it go or pay the free kick, and they're going to pay a free kick here. It's 11 and 3/4 minutes into the third quarter. 3-point margin, Sale in front. Free kicks, welcome back, Poppy.
Oh,
Trent Baldy.
You've got to see a doctor.
Goes to Brock Smith, gives a handball to the runner in Van Dyke. Has one bounce. Outlet kick towards the target. Nicely done in Warren Hester. And Hester goes inboard. Does he find Mulqueen? He does. And Mulqueen, just the slow play from the Lions. That kick is to no one in particular. Someone, Butcher, says, I'll grab it, I'll take it. Gives it to Tainch, who gives it back to Butcher. Baldy stood up in it. Wood come off second best there. Wood gives it up, Baldy gives it across to Van Dyke. Right foot, he's going to the top of the square. Eden in the front spot, couldn't complete the mark. Now Sale come in, this time through a near. Coughed up the footy. Blackshaw grabs it, puts it through. And the Lions
missed it.
From
Wow.
15 metres out under pressure, missed the goal. It's a minor score.
2-point lead to Sale. We've played almost 13 minutes in the third quarter. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard has Sale 7-6-48, Moe 7-4-46.
Freeman plays on from full-back, straight down the guts of this Sale oval, and Lang reads it beautifully.
Here we go.
Takes one bounce, takes two bounces. He could take three, or he can kick from 50. He kicks from 50!
Beauty! Shannon Lang!
With the Zambrero goal of the day.
That was
Lock it away.
You know when they say cream rises to the top? Well, this guy could actually manifest about 40 cappuccinos the way he's going at the minute, because he read that. He just swooped on that.
Yep.
In the middle of the ground, he's ran 30 or 40 metres on the run, full tilt, and kicked it from 50, and it carried goalpost height. So what a brilliant goal. What a brilliant quarter by Lang.
And taking Sale now to an 8-point lead at the 13-minute mark of this third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Sale 8-6-54, leading Moe 7-4-46.
Well, this is shaping up to be a great game of football on Saturday afternoon, and they go back to the middle again. And the two ruck go at it. Prowse somehow got it out to Baldy, who kicks around the body, high to centre half forward. Front spot, Balfour. Free kick might be go towards Balfour. He was just held. And Balfour now. Too far out to score, you'd think.
There's a bit of room inside forward 50 there that
Someone's
willing to work to it.
Back onto lead. They go short. Does it find the target? It does. Thomas Blackshaw, a diving, rolling mark. And now Blackshaw needs to take his moment, take his time, and get the Lions back, because they've struggled. They haven't kicked a goal this quarter. We've gone 14 and a half minutes. Sales kick 3, and they lead it by 8 points. Undermanned Sale side this afternoon as Blackshaw comes in for the Lions, directly in front, 40 metres out. Underneath it, working its way back. doesn't quite make the distance. Play onto the umpire. Freeman gives it though, picked off by Wood. Wood gives it to Makepeace. Snap around the body on the left. It goes straight up and down. Not going to make the distance. They're going to rush it through the Magpies? No. They're going to hold on to it, does Butcher. And the umpire will ball it up.
Just the way this ball's holding up, I'm noticing the flag still favouring left of radio, the way Sale's going. So they'd want to at least maintain this lead. You'd expect Moe to come home with a rush last 30 minutes. They're forcing the issue as we speak, though, inside forward 50. Just metres from their goals. At the bottom of the pack was Benny Danaher. He took ball, he got taken, and now umpire takes ball from that was taken. Nicely done, good work. Wood, bottom of the pack, and he feed it out. He can he find a teammate? He cannot, and nicely done. A quick handball from one to the other, Jake Hutchinson to Johnny Butcher. They go towards the outer side of the ground, but it was a good take in the end by Blackshaw. So just forward of left half forward flank, still 60 metres from home. Blackshaw kicks to the danger zone. Can he get a winner? No, he can't. Lang stood in the danger zone, took a strong mark. So he's doing it at both ends of the ground. Nick Lucchino alluded to that previously. He works hard and now he goes towards the outer side where he's got a runner.
Yeah, Dowse is that runner and he takes off and he kicks to half forward. He's got a player on. That player is Cutler. Can't mark because coming off and taking another intercept mark is Kelty. And the coach goes towards Van Dyke at the top of the 50. He's got Baldy in the middle, goes there by foot, finds him. Bit of urgency now for the Lions. The run from half back from James Maslin. He runs on the wing. He kicks to the top of the 50. It's a poor one, though. And McGuinness dives and takes the mark for the Magpies.
I've definitely loved his game this afternoon, Scott. He's been solid. He's had a big job on both the Prowse boys, and he's got the upper hand for sure for me.
McGuinness kick towards Leslie. Can't mark. Numbers favour Sale at ground level, although they crash into each other. Tainch handballs over the top to Glenn. Kick goes straight up and down. Tainch just has to cause a contest, and he does. And now they work again through Glenn and Danaher. Baldy tries to crash through. Good strong tackle to stop that momentum by Glenn. And we're going to ball up 17 minutes into this third quarter for McDonald's. The new Feisty McSpicy range is now at Macca's, and things just got a little feisty as they are just here.
You're right too. Lang handles it beautifully to Campbell. With a pack of players around, he found a gap and then kicks to Zach Russell. He contests it well at ground level. Cantwell goes over the top. Lang, Harlem Globetrotters tries to tap to his advantage. Can't, but he holds the ball in. 40 metres from his own team's goals. The scoreboard, 8-6-54. That's Sale. Moe, 7-4-46. We've played 17 and a half minutes third quarter.
So Russell taps it back. Lang direction there. Keeping the feet there was Van Dyke, eventually falling over though. And now trying to crash through was Campbell. He's being tackled by one or three Lions. Hold the footy. No.
Oh dear.
The umpire waited, didn't he, Pop?
Very lucky.
So ball up, top of the 50. Russell in the front spot. Over the back was Prowse. Tainch becomes the tackler. We'll do it again.
Interesting observation for me. The two Baldy brothers and Lang have not rotated at all.
Okay. Could be a depth issue, perhaps. They're happy with Lang just to continue. He gives a handball to Tainch. Top of the square it goes. Brad Dessert. No, it's Leslie put one hand up. Trying to rove it there and get something out of nothing. It was a sail forward. Might have been Cutler in the end. We'll have a stoppage again.
And I don't mind that. You keep your best players out in the ground, especially when the play's like this and the game is like this, I should say.
So Leslie just grabs it out of the ruck. Free kick against the ruckman in Moe of Prowse, and Leslie directly in front.
I think Leslie was just about to kick the ball back.
He was going to go, sorry, mate, it's yours.
Yeah.
Well, Sale have kicked 3 in the quarter. This to make it 4 goals.
What a difference it makes when you keep your cool. Remember last week with Leslie?
Yep.
Yeah.
Controlled aggression this week. It's been good.
This could be 4 goals straight. Closing in on 19 minutes. Third quarter for McDonald's, and Leslie misses. That's a let-off for the Lions.
It's now a 9-point lead to Sale. 19-minute mark of the third quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scored. Sale now 8-7-55, leading Moe 7-4-46.
All right, so Moe to bring the ball back into play. It's going to be Van Dyke that considers his options, and that's what he's doing as we speak. You just heard from Paul Carter, the margin still favours the home side as Van Dyke finds Danaher and then gets it back in the old 1-2. Runs 15, kicks 40. He's only got a one-on-one option at best. Gee, good take. Under pressure it was by the young fella Lachlan McGrath, who was under pressure, but he did a good job. Now he's not sure what to do though on that left leg. Wasn't a great option. He went searching for, couldn't find Blackshaw.
Lang.
And now Lang comes through. He's starting to put his hand up with Leslie for one of the better players. Zach Russell got a handball. Nicely done, Zach. The 1-2, thought it was a throw. Russell holds onto it, won't let it go. And now Moe, steal it. Can they get out of trouble?
Oh.
Well, they can't. It's good pressure from all sides.
And it's well umpired as well.
Daniel Byron finally was dispossessed, and Benny Danaher got a free kick. The umpire finally found one. Danaher kicks along the line. Who can he find? He looks for Prowse. Out the back, Taj Eden. Overrun it. McGuinness, nicely done. Keeps the ball in play. And the end of it was Tom Glenn. He's been busy. Since Nick said he wasn't playing, he hasn't stopped playing. And finally, there'll be a boundary throw in right half forward flank as tempers start to be tested.
Reverse psychology, it's called.
It is. Well done.
20 and a half minutes gone. 9-point margin in favour of the home side, Sale. It is all thanks to McDonald's, the new Feisty McSpicy range. Ball at ground level. Handball there was from McDonald. That's Kai McDonald. Eden works hard at ground level as well. Little tap forward. Dustin Blackshaw works. Eden goes back again. So does Josh Butcher. Lots of numbers around at stoppage half forward flank. 21 minutes gone into the third quarter. Sale kicking with a breeze, although it hasn't really affected too many shots on goal, so it might not be favouring one end as much as what we think. Trent Baldy handles over the top to Wood. He then tries to take on Mitch Dowse. They're going to run out of the room, although before that the umpire said my ball. Umpires have been good today. They've been very good free kick count.
This quarter at 6-3 Murray's way.
Yep. In total.
27.
Hear the brain ticking over.
So too. Went clunk, clunk.
Yeah, and got there in the end. But some good decisions been made. They've been letting the game flow a little bit. Leslie tapped it down. No one can win the stoppage, and it goes over for a boundary throw in Boxer.
Scud 130 have a 9-point lead over Moore. Make that 8 now. 20 minutes being played there in the AFL. The Doggies 15-11, 101. For the Dockers 10-6-66.
Closing in on 4 o'clock. What time's the big game downtown?
4:40
There
or
we go.
4:45 thereabouts. We'll be there by half time.
Yep. Catch the chopper.
There's a lot of people at the G at the moment there too. Just got a message here from Gavin Blair.
All right.
Go Dusty.
You Blairy.
We'll get a stoppage back here at the Sale Main Oval this afternoon. This is Gippsland Live on TRFM. Great to have your company. Byron was there, handles over the shoulder. Picked off, though, by Haywood. Kick was smothered. Good tackle on Baldy. Ball in dispute. This is lifted a level now. Lang comes in. And you sense the sense of urgency in this Moe side. They want something before three-quarter time, you'd think. We've got another stoppage. Leslie with a big tap to clear the area. Lang just had a little bit of a toe poke, and then Haywood tried to gather it for the Lions. Balfour does well. Handballs to open space. Nash was there. Barrels one back towards the top of the 50. McGrath stands. Leslie spoils. Chop of the arms. Free kick. McGrath's way.
So McGrath from right half forward flank, left leg to within 15 metres of his team's goals. It's all Sale, and the front player there, or the player in front, was Jared Freeman. Took the easiest of marks. Sun in the eyes was his biggest opponent. As he comes grandstand side, found his teammate, Kai McDonald, in my blind spot, but he played on perfectly. Went searching for Desson. Desson got ball, couldn't find teammate. Sale have lifted, no question. They're fighting beautifully.
Yep.
Oh. And the umpire will take control right in front of our commentary position. Just repeating those scores at the 23.5-minute mark. Sale 8-7, Moe 7-4.
So Leslie tried to tap down. Brock Smith, and then just ripped out of there. Oh, Campbell did very well to rip it out of Smith's hand.
He did. He picked his pocket. Umpire was just a little bit too close for him to get away with.
Key stats, Paul Carter for Gippsland Ozuza Ute. Player-wise, this quarter, who's been on fire? Lang?
Shannon Lang, 9 disposals this quarter. Riley Baldy, another 7.
So 24 minutes gone into the third quarter. Sale lead it by 9 points. They've kicked 3 goals to Moe's none. And Moe's only managed 1 behind for the quarter as Lang gets a free kick as he was trying to run away from this stoppage. He's on centre wing. He's going to wheel and go. He's going to thump the right foot into it towards Russell. He's going to fly. Declan Kelty got one hand in it, then won the footy and gave a handball to Smith. Outlet kick is nice. Over the top, though, of Maslin's head. Closing his Butcher. Maslin handballs across to his teammate, and that was Gold, who had to soccer it off the ground. He'll want the boundary, and he finds it. And we've got a boundary throwing out of side.
That's the fourth time this quarter they've found Kilty in their forward 50. So they've just got to make sure they actually lower the eyes and make sure they're keeping the ball away from that superstar, because he's just going to keep intercepting the way he has.
So at the moment, Sale yet to score a goal in this. In fact, Moe yet to score a goal in this quarter. And they've pulled themselves from the depths to a match-winning position if things go their way in the last 30 minutes. But certainly a game in our hands, no question about that. Ball thrown back inside 50. Prowse got tapped down. I reckon the umpire will assume control again of this one.
Top of the 50 it is, 25 and a half minutes gone. Big moments for the Moore Bowling Club this afternoon. The limited time, 6th tap is better beer. Make sure you head in and see the Moore Bowling Club. Pot and Palmer's on as well. And we have another stoppage here at Sale. Of course, it is Gippsland Live on TRFM. We've got a game on in around 10. We thought Moe might be easy winners, but this Sale side at home, as they were a couple of weeks ago when they took on Wonthaggi and got the win, they are hard to beat. And that's proven the case. Boundary throw in now, still in the same spot as a minute ago. Tap down, rove beautifully by Byron to kick around the body. Campbell's deep in the pocket. He lets it go on Smith. And now we've got another boundary throw in, right up hard against the point post. Sale's end of the ground. This is Rob Popplestone on TRFM.
Bring a red time, only a few goals scored in this quarter, all to the home side as the big fella Zach Russell got the tap. Taints around the body. He's going to be deep into the pocket. Can he make ground? Can he take a mark? Running with the flight of the ball. He can.
Yep.
Josh Butcher, nicely done. Goes inboard to Taints. He gave ground but opened up the angle. So Taints now. This will test him.
Yep.
He'll kick from 45. He wants to get rid of it. It could be the last opportunity to score before three-quarter time. His side leads by 9. It could be 15.
This would be handy.
So Taints now from outside 50. He'll kick right on the line. He does. He goes to the dangerous top of the square. Coming to the ground. First player there. Who's it going to be? Campbell fighting hard. Also, Jake Simic was in there. Lending a hand. Campbell threaded out. Back to Taints. A kick around the body. He's offline.
10-point lead to Sale, and in the shadows of three-quarter time, 27-minute mark, they are 8-8-56, Moe 7-4-46, and that's on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
As the shadows start to roll across the nest here at Sale, Van Dyke goes to the other side of the ground where all the players came to this side, and Danaher sweeps a handball out wide to Brock Smith. He'll deliver out wide in front of Maslin. He's got some space in front of him, but closing quickly is Hutchins. Well done. Because Maslin was away if the ball had sat for him. Hutchins made a play to come off his opponent. He had to make a contest on the footy to kill it, and he did. And now he rolls back in his defensive 50 to man up as the boundary throw-in occurs. 28 minutes gone, third quarter. Front spot there was Leslie. He taps it straight down. Goes Lang to work. Twisting, turning, come back. It looks like Hayward's been running with him all quarter. Kick goes down the line. Good pick up off the toes by Russell. To Tainch under pressure. Holding the footy, ran down from behind. And Riley Baldy has it now. Half-back flank for the Lions. A little chip over the top to Danaher.
So Danaher, the centre of the Sale Oval goes. Gives off. Can he find a teammate? He can. Nicely done. Tim Golds. Inside 50, Johnny McGuinness.
Been good.
Playing solid defence. Looks to the left, the right. And says to the umpire, I reckon the man of the marks crept a few metres. They just need to wind this clock down now. 28 and a half minutes gone. Wouldn't expect too much more time to go. They've got three-quarters of the ground in front of them have Sale. They're deep in their own defence and they go along the line. And Leslie, can't take the second grab. Campbell feeds it out to Tainch again. Just dodges around the man that tried to jump into his kick forward. The kick goes to around about half forward, but Moe are going to be first and second there. And the player this time is Tim Golds again. Goes towards the outer side and he finds a teammate. Prowse just gets rid of the man and then dodges it over the top to Danaher, who's found himself in trouble. Gives it back to Prowse. He gives it back to Danaher, the 1-2-3. And now a kick to half forward flank, nicely cut off by Freeman. He hasn't been their worst player either. Yep. Very solid back there. The kick didn't find the target, but it fell to ground and the umpire will take control. So nearly 30 minutes gone. 3/4 of football and only 10 points separating two sides, both desperate for a top 5 spot.
Yeah, they lead by 10 as the pull up occurred. Now we've got a boundary throw in on the outer side, so can't be too long to go.
Yeah, that movement of Freeman down back's been perfect for Sale. Just that experience head down back. He's got McGuinness. He's got the young brigade down back with him too, so he's really led the way.
So Leslie and Prowse. Back spot was Leslie. Tapped it down. No one can win at ground level. Now across half on the wing area there was Butcher. Kicks around the body to half forward. Coming out is Kelty of the half back line. Drive it back towards half forward. Jacob Wood was there. Took on the tackler, holding the footy. And the free kick's going to go the Magpies' way. Was it McDonald? And it is Finn. He goes out wide. And he finds Paddy Tainch, who just wants to slow things up now for the Magpies. And they're going to take the 10-point margin, you'd think.
12 disposals.
And to the 3/4 time siren, Paddy Tainch, Paul Carter.
There was 12 disposals to him that quarter.
Very good quarter by Paddy Tainch, and the Magpies experience a standing tall. 3-0 in the quarter. They trailed by 9 at the half, and now they lead it by 10 with a quarter to go. We've got game on. It's Sale 8-8-56. Moe, a 7-4-46. It's Gippsland Live on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
It's the Gippsland League top 5 for round 9. Kicking us off at number 1, Braden McCary here from Barnsdale. Started with the footy on the outside of 50 and went into the contest. He follows all the way up, gets front and centre here, receives the handball, and then snaps it on the tight angle, kicking a great
Trying
goal.
to be a teammate. McCary from the pocket has kicked an absolute blinder. If you don't mind, the Zambrero goal today is done and dusted.
Coming in at number 2, it's Cooper Harvey here from Barnsdale. Rain is absolutely pelting down, tough conditions for footy. He swoops in, picks it up like it's dry, kicks it around the corner and scores a great goal.
Don't tell me they've made it. I reckon they have. It could be Cooper Harvey who made something out of nothing. Raspberry jam out of pink poo, and Bensdale hit the scoreboard again.
Number 3, just a little bit of class here from Jaron Makepeace. Tough contest here, spills out, scoops it up, tucked against the boundary, check side if you don't mind. Threading the needle and kicking a great goal. Number 4, it's Jack Hume here from Leon Gather. Goes the old 1-2 in the middle of the ground, sprints away from the pack, then unloads on the edge of 50, going all the way home. Number 5 is Jensen Garnham here. As easy as you like in the ruck contest, gets it, snaps it, finishes it. He had 8 goals this afternoon. What a fantastic effort by Jensen.
Welcome back to Sales Main Oval. It is an absolute thriller here. 10 points a margin at three-quarter time. And Sale lead at 8.856, leading Moe 7.446. Key stats for Gippsland Ozuza Ute. Paul Carter.
The inside 50s were remarkably similar, although it's the fact was that Sale's backline was repelling so well, but it was 9-8 that quarter. You wouldn't have thought so with the lead change the way it went. 32-31, Sale leading. Sale also leading the clearances 33-22. Jack Leslie, 41 hit-outs to three-quarter time, up against Chris Prowse, 14. The Shannon Lang, 11 disposals at quarter for a total of 26, 12 to Patrick Tainch for also a total of 26, Dowse 10 and Butcher 9. For Moe, Riley Baldy 24 disposals, Trent Baldy 22, 23 to Scott Van Dyke and Ben Danaher's on 21.
All right, over to you, Nick Licino for Around the Grounds. Thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture, Gippsland.
Yeah, no worries, Scott. In the Gippsland League, Leongatha 9.963 to Maffra 4.428. Moore 4.327, Wonthaggi 5.11.41, and Traralgon and Bairnsdale in the thriller. Traralgon 6.642 to Bairnsdale 6.541. In the Mickibby, moving north 2.315 and more or less 10.868. Tura 7.11.53.
I wonder if Traralgon playing 2 draws in 2 weeks.
Well, there you go. Final quarter is underway for Harvey Norman Computers, and tapping it down there was Leslie, but no one's going to win the secondary stoppage, so we're going to do it again. Can Sale hold on, Pop?
Geez, it's going to go right down to the last seconds, I reckon.
All right, so out in the outer wing area. Nash was there, swooping on it though was Baldy. Right foot kicker, that's Riley to the top of the 50. Picking it off though, Mason Anea for the Magpies.
So I suppose they can, is what I'm saying, but...
Yep.
Expect Moe to surge again because we've had plenty of game changes, at least half a dozen in this game so far, and they're kicking with the aid of a decent sort of breeze, going to the left of Radio as Baldy goes inboard to Danaher. They're going to go deep into attack now again. Moe, can they find a winner here in front of goal? They can't. It spills to the front of the pack. That's where they've sort of fallen down today, and Freeman, who's been in the right areas more time than not, gets a free kick as a consequence of being taken too high.
So right on the last line is Freeman. He's been good this afternoon. Box starts to creak and the sun starts to drop as Freeman kicks it out to the outer side. The target, Leslie. He's been good this afternoon. Takes the chest mark. Looks up, goes inboard to Lang. Why wouldn't you? Although Danaher closed quickly, kept his feet. Handball missed the target. Allows Butcher to come in and hit it. Now they're all starting to this little left foot kick around the body's nice. And lands in the hands of Tainch, who had a big third quarter as well.
These young players have been incredible today for Sale.
Tainch's kick, though, towards Lang is picked off by Riley Baldy. His kick, not the best. Van Dyke now under pressure from a tackle of Cutler. And we've got a stoppage in the middle of Sales Main Oval.
Poppy, did I tell you that Marty brought raspberry jam during the week? And then I took it back.
Why?
After what you said last week, what they make it out of.
Here we go. We need some of that again today. It's Van Dyke with the ball. Handballs. Free kick for holding the ball. Advantage. Play on's the call. Tainch might get the 1-2. Gives to Lang. That's dangerous. Takes a bounce. Runs inside 50. Sums up the situation. And kicks the goal! Shannon Lang, you little bloody beauty. You've kicked 3 and all of them have been sensational.
Tainch just, he was instrumental in all that too. When he won that ball in the middle of the ground, he drew the Moe players to him, left Lang, would you believe, Lang on his own to run into another open goal. He was getting closed down by his Moe opponent, was still good enough though to get the goal.
And we're out to a match high 16-point lead to Sale. Wow. At the almost 3-minute mark of the final quarter. It's Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard reading Sale 9.862 to Moe 7.446.
The umpires get the ball at the other side of the mud and have to run all the way back through the mud. What's going on?
Special comments this afternoon. Nick Licino for Carpet Country. Back to the middle we go. Leslie with another clear tap down. Danaher wrapped up by Tainch quickly. And you talk about big moment to the game for Moore Bowling Club this afternoon, and gee whiz, Moe came here red hot favourites today, and Sale have been absolutely super. As that was nearly a stalemate, that ruck contest. They both put their hand up and the ball just stuck there as they tried to force it their way. And the umpire, Carey, will do it again.
Leslie puts the hand out to get Taints to give him a hand up off the ground. He's starting to feel the pinch, the big fella. Done a lot of work today, and there's another thump forward. Baldy, Riley grabs ball. He gets rid of the ball nicely to Van Dyke. It's pulled a throw by the umpire. Riley Baldy doesn't like it. And they play on. Taints another touch. He's been busy. Goes to the outer side where he finds Butcher. He's been good as well. He'll want to play on. He kicks to the top of the centre half forward area. It goes out the back of the pack, well roved, and they ease the pressure. Makepeace, I think, kicks to the advantage, but it's all Sale. The player with the ball will be Hutchins. Kicks to the advantage of his teammate just down the ground. It was a nice take too, and it was Kai McDonald. On the wing, he gives it. No, he gave it up in the end. Just coming off the bench was Blackshaw. Took the ball and just nabbed it off the hands of Jack Cantwell. He goes inboard. Van Dyke's the player. Left half forward flank. He's got a runner. It's a risky kick. Will it come off? It's going to be close. It does come off, and now they've got some room to move, and off they go out of sight of the ground.
Hayward over the top to Nash. Nash has a bounce and now gets the half forward. Drives it deep inside. It's going to skid. Is it going to go through? No, McGuinness, who's been good as well, gets a fingertip on it, rushes it through 4 minutes in.
It's 7-5-47 Moe. They trail Sale by 15 points, 9-8-62.
I think the move for me is now Kildy's got to go forward, especially with the wind. This is our opportunity now to roll the dice.
Hutchins goes straight down the middle of the ground. Leslie Brad Desson it was, taps it forward. They both slip over on the cricket wicket. It's slippery, it's muddy in the middle. And Brock Smith just absolutely drives his opponent in to the mud, and Kane Cutler gets up and he is now covered in head to toe.
How's Mum feeling now?
Yep, well, lucky he's playing at home with the black shorts on today.
Yeah, times have changed. It might be Dad doing the washing tonight.
Yep.
Wood gets a kick around the corner to centre half forward. Boxer, you can vouch for that. Ball now. So Amoe into attack. Right half forward flank. You tell me you do everything around home.
I do.
Marty will be doing a double shift as we speak, but listens intently on everything we say.
I'm waiting for the text.
Yeah. I'll tell you what what clothing I wouldn't want to be washing of yours today. The ball now, centre half forward. Moe makes something out of nothing. They need to, don't they? Wood might get a chance, or will it be Belfer? Belfer, taken off the ball. Play on was the call. Well, it was tough, and the umpire said fair, so I'm happy to go with that as the umpire will now take control. Inside forward 50. Moe kicking to the left of Radio. Moe with a slight breeze, and Moe trailing by 15 points.
Tell you, Poppy, when he takes them off tonight, they'll walk themselves to the laundry.
48 metres out. Leslie with another tap down, but this time Wood gathers it. He wheels and turns. He sold Kenny. He slipped over. He got underneath Freeman, and he's ran too far.
No. He ran from the top of the 50.
He was outside, ran around 10 metres, 15 metres.
He held the ball a long time, but he didn't run a long way.
He slipped and touched it on the ground, technically too.
Yes. No, bad call, that one.
Yeah, that one was. Because technically he did slip and touched it on the ground.
The ball was touched on the ground.
But free kick, Sale in their defensive 50. They're full of enthusiasm at the moment. Kicks towards Leslie. Why wouldn't you? Nearly takes the one-handed. Play on, said the umpire. Handball squeeze out the back. This time Cutler gave it to Leslie, who kicks down the line. Back there was Brad Desson. Squeezed a handball to Lang. Didn't take possession of the football. Blackshaw closes. They stack on top of each other, and the umpire will ball it up half-forward flank.
Tell you what, Lang and Riley Baldy, they'll sleep well tonight.
Yeah, they will.
They have ran both ends of the ground all afternoon.
Wood's gone to Lang now at the stoppage. Prowse taps this one down. Baldy with a tackle in the back to Mitch Dowse. Free kick. I think the umpires have been good today.
They have.
And I know Moe might not like it, but thumps the kick into there was Dowse, and then taking the strong mark was Brock Smith. Can go to Van Dyke at halfback.
He does, and Van Dyke needs to take the chance he does to Riley Baldy. He can play on now as his opponent on the mark slipped. That was Mitch Dowse, goes to centre half forward. Good take. Kelly's been moved. Good call. Nick Lucchino, left foot kick. Sloppy tumble punt. Gets within 20 metres. Johnny McGuinness cuts it off. The handball poor as well, but Sale have got the numbers, and they come grandstand side. They need to find Big Jack Leslie here. They don't, but Leslie finds his opponent and holds the ball in.
I just love the risks they've taken, Sale, as well. They're happy to take those small risks in their defensive 50, It's been a key attribute for him since about halfway through that first quarter.
Well, you think Sale goal next. It's hard for Moe to win. Moe goal next, game on. Moe desperately trying to keep the ball in the area. Nicely done. A handball under pressure from Daniel Byron. It's cut off. Van Dyke around the corner. Top of the square. It might go out the back. It does go out the back. This is a goal. Surely it is. And it comes from that man, Benny Danaher. The game's alive again.
They're playing tall now, Moe down forward as well. So now they've got Kilty, Prowse. It'll be Blackshaw as well. So they've got some definite height. Riley Baldy's going to find himself in the forward line as well. So they're going to throw all at it now, Moe. So it's their big chance now. There's a nice little finish there by Danaher.
And it brings the margin back to 9 points in Sale's favour. The Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard, Sale 9.862, leading Moe 8.553, 9-minute mark, final quarter.
So ball comes back to the middle. Boxer, just count how many forwards they've got down there, will you?
Yeah, I'm having a look at the minute.
I think they've gone back 6 and 6, have they?
So Kilty's gone to the square. Baldy's down there with him as well.
At one stage there, looked like they had a spare man, but maybe just in general play. So it is 6 on 6. Still the traditional 6 forwards, 6 defenders. Leslie again.
Ooh,
got one
too
over the
high.
shoulder, and the free kick's going the way of Moe.
Unlucky for the big fella Jack Leslie. Desperate to trick that ball in.
Prowse's way. Right footer. Kicks in the direction of his brother, and he can elevate. Can't complete the mark. McGrath. Here comes Baldy. Trent gives it back to Wood. Wood ducks the shoulder. Lost the footy. Lang swoops on it. Handball over the top to Mitch Dowse. Dowse, open space. Good kick to Cantwell.
What a great kick by Dowse. That was just picture perfect.
Cantwell goes towards Campbell and marks. No, yes, no. Play on to the umpire. Squeezed the handball out. Campbell gets on the end of it, chips it over the top. Running back with a flight. Can't complete the mark. McDonald taps it across to Dessert. Dessert miss. But there's a downfield, or whether it's downfield or back where it happened. McDonald got hit after he kicked it and will have a shot on goal. So the response could be swift from the Magpies.
Yeah, Golds was late then too. He hit him high. It was unlucky. The handball didn't go find its mark in Dessert, but when he snapped, he did miss the goal as well, so they're lucky to bring it back.
So Kai McDonald, tight angle, kicking towards the hospital end of the ground. The netball court, end of the Sale main oval. He's side lead it by 9 points, and the response is very good. And McDonald puts it through, and the margin's back to 15.
A little bit of luck, don't you, in footy?
Yep.
And I think that was luck because, like I said, Dessert had the advantage, and the umpire was quick on the whistle. So good things come to those like that at times, and it did that time as well. So a nice little response then from Sale. They just really need to hold their heads here right now after playing 11 minutes.
As Darryl said, the lead is Sales at 15 points at the 11-minute mark of the final quarter. The Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard, Sale 10.868, leading Moe 8.553.
So they've been courageous, have Sale, and they've been rewarded for that courage in taking an opportunity, playing to advantage. Their disposal was great under pressure, and that all resulted in a much-needed goal. The game's still alive, make no question about that. It's 11 3/4 minutes gone. And as you heard from Paul Carter, the margin is but 3 goals. Well, a little less than that, but Moe need to kick 3, you'd imagine. Can they do it? Prowse kicks the ball forward. Wood applies the tackle, centre half forward. Umpire holds this one in.
I think we didn't mention was that the Dowse kick initially, well, was absolutely perfect.
Leslie, Prowse. Leslie's got front position. Leslie gets another tap. Questionable, but I'd give it to him. Went the way he was aiming. Lang, handball, round the body. Off they go towards the boundary. Races on. Belfer, first player there, gives ground. They keep possession. Keldy kicks inside 50. Baldy at the back. Can't whip it off the top of the pack. Fights hard to keep it in. Can't beat the boundary though. And there'll be a boundary throw-in. Intersection of forward 50 and boundary. Outer side of the ground. Moe kicking to the left of radio. And as we mentioned, with a slight breeze. Not having a huge impact though. Now it's Prowse again. Leslie, back of the pack, read it beautifully. Kick towards touch. The race will on. Who will win the race? Will it be boundary? Will it be player? It's boundary.
How do you feel? How do you think John T. McGuinness is feeling at the moment? He's got the job on the coach of Moe.
Well, he's been the best defender all day.
Brilliant defender all day.
So you put the best defender on the dangerous forward. They've got a boundary throw, but Leslie just grabs it out of the ruck again. I've got a sense if they win the game, we might be talking to him. Over the back, goes to Cutler, 48 metres out, wobbly kick, read by Blackshaw. He's now gone back for the Lions as Thomas Blackshaw. Outlet kick, though, is under pressure for Van Dyke. He's got some company out there in Cantwell. Good little sidestep, gets around his opponent and gets it to Maslin. And Maslin quickly looks inboard. He's fined and gets Taj Eden right in the middle of the Sale Main Oval. Belfort presents. So does Kelty. He goes to Kelty. He's too far out to score. You want him deep. He's 80 metres out. The target might be Trent Baldy. He goes towards Prowse. He got ripped off the footy. Play onto the umpire. Hutchins will just blaze away back to the middle. And can't complete it there was Cantwell. Handball through to Baldy. Baldy's little chiselling kick nicely done to Maslin. Right on 50. Maslin kicks to the fat side. Trent Baldy's a target with Freeman and Baldy with strength. Takes the mark.
He always had control of that mark then.
Played on quickly.
And kicks the goal. Great call. Rob Popplestone. Trent Baldy wastes no time. Baldy's got 2.
It's a bit of a mirror to what, even though it was the opposite side of their feet, we had Danaher do the snap as well quickly, and now Trent Baldy's done the same as well. There's that little impact from the coach Kilty, but Riley Baldy was the one that was the instigator there. He got the ball and kicked the ball quickly into Maslin, but it was initially the next kick from Maslin that had Trent Baldy one-on-one and the right sit.
Margin back to 9 points on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard. Sale leading 10-8-68 to Moe 9-5-59. Almost 15 minutes played of this final quarter.
All right, so
Can you just cover your mouth when you cough?
that was just
Apologies, it's getting a bit fresh here at Sale Main Oval. Here's Rob Popplestone.
Here we go. Prowse v Leslie. Centre break absolutely crucial. Who's going to win it? Players desperate for it. Moe get the opportunity. They can't burst their way through. The umpire will take control. No meterage gained by either side. We got there. The pressure's on. I can't speak. Hopefully you're enjoying the call. Nevertheless, there's a quick kick forward comes from Sales. Mitch Dowse inside forward 50. Every time Sale have threatened Moe, Sale have... I give up here.
Response. Butcher.
Truly.
And we're going to boundary throw in. On the outer side, James Maslin was happy to see it go over it.
Drink of water's
Probably
what I
needs a
need.
drink. 15 3/4 minutes, final quarter for Harvey Norman Computers. Big clearance is on now. The latest mobile and audio tech price to clear. And this is a great game of footy. 9 points is the margin. It's going to come down to the wire, you'd think. Next goal, super important. We're at the attacking 50 for the Magpies. Lang is there, runs away from Danaher, gets a handball out to the teammate, kick around the body, goes in the direction, but there is Baldy. Took on one. Now, top of the 50 he goes with a clearing kick out to the open wing area. Hutchins just shins it, and it goes forward. It might even be Mason Anea. It is. He's got 3 to beat. He goes to ground. Makepeace gives it back to Baldy. Baldy wants the right foot. He kicks around the body high. Kilty will be the target, and they'll descend on him and spoil strongly and find the boundary line. And Freeman and McGuinness, good job.
It was great work there by Freeman as well. He was actually finding himself coming off the ground where he had to jump into that contest and support young Jonty McGuinness.
Boundary throw in. 17 minutes gone. Final quarter. Leslie again with a tap down. Nash runs onto this one, then left it behind, and Lang said, I'll take it, and I'll kick it a half forward. The target is Russell, although going back was Mulqueen, who just cramps. And now goes short to Van Dyke. They'll hold on to it here, the Lions. Baldy's the target, the kick's too strong, over their head. Has to work hard at ground level is Simic. Goes to ground. Blackshaw handballs over his shoulder to Belfer. He handballs to no one at all. McGuinness is back there. Good little pick-up. Kilty wraps him up in the tackle. And now Lang is in the middle of the ground, cramping, as you'd expect, Boxer.
Yeah, it is. It's been one of those games, and the heavy conditions aren't going to help either. And he hasn't stopped, though. That's the problem with Lang.
And they need him right now.
They do. Prowse beaten to the ball. Leslie grabs the ball. His kick smothered off the boot will threaten centre half forward. A favourable bounce opens the door, but only momentarily because Van Dyke comes in, closes the door, and then surges out to the front yard. They go long to Moe. Kick to within 50. Back of the pack. McGuinness keeps it 50-50 ball. Kelty runs away. Left foot kick. Top of the square. Can they find a winner? They can't. Thump to the front of the pack. They get another go. Good tackle or taken high.
Oh.
Wow. Good tackle.
That's a great great
drop of the ball.
Great call by the umpire. They've been consistent with that all afternoon.
He had
Have
the
no
time.
problem with that.
Yep. Chris Bryan is the free kick. Boxer, you got a score for us?
In the Gippsland League, it is not over yet, is it? No, it's a 1 point lead to Traralgon.
So out of side, far side, it is Leslie.
You look like one of
Kicks
those people that are
towards-
with a politician who do all the things for the deaf people.
Scores a level in that game, Boxer. It's level.
Oh, it is now.
As the
That wasn't what I said it.
we'll work on that in a moment. My directions was good. Boundary throw in out of side. Leslie grabs it out of the ruck, kicks around the body. We've said that a few times. Trying to tap it on was Dowse. Baldy, though, says, I'll grab it, give it to Balfour.
Oh!
And great tackle by Andrew Campbell. He tackled two Lions players. A quick kick by Makepeace, top of the square. Kelty can't complete the mark. McGuinness does well. Kelty shoveled it through his legs. And I tell you what, Baldy's kicked another one. Declan Kelty, take your hat off. He shuffled it between the legs as he didn't complete the mark. The Sale defenders closed on Kelty, and they left Trent Baldy all alone in the goal square for another goal. He's kicked three.
Yeah, I don't want to be a stick in the mud, Pop. I reckon that was just
Almost a throw.
I wouldn't believe it was nearly
it
a
was
throw.
close.
But anyway, he's done what he's needed to do down forward so far, Kilty, and he's set up another goal.
3 points the difference at the 19-minute mark of the final quarter. Sale ahead, 10-8-68 to 10-5-65. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard. It's only a throw if it comes off the ground.
PC, they've got Bairnsdale's having a shot at goal here. The scores are all tied up down there in Traralgon at the minute, and we've been playing 22 minutes.
Let us know what happens there, Boxer.
And he has missed. He's just gone to the right there.
And going to the right is Sale. They're kicking to the right of Radio, and they're inside forward 50. They're wanting to respond because guess what? Their opponents are within 3 points. Nicely done. It was Canwell taken. Nicely done by Baldy. Everyone's lifting a bit. Quick kick by Makepeace. Can't get past Freeman, who's come from half back and taken the mark on centre wing. So Jared Freeman now. Players are getting hot, so are the supporters. You'll hear them get excited in the dying minutes of this game. 20 minutes gone, 3 points the margin. Freeman inside forward 50. Nicely done, Danaher. That ball will bounce up, and it does. Prowse attempted to kick it out of midair. Balfour will get his chance. Oh,
Free kick,
gee, that
Maui.
was a lucky one.
Sorry, free kick Sale.
Yeah, it will go Sale's way. A free kick just as Balfour was going to send Moe forward.
Free kicks this quarter, 8-1 Sales way.
Wow. So that could be a deciding factor as well, but Sale have deserved everything they've got this far. They've fought courageously, and here's another example, taking a good strong mark front of the pack. Kai McDonald in front of Baldy. That's Riley Baldy. Goes inside forward 50. Campbell, one touch, two, can't get it out. Still they edge closer, and the umpire will have to call this one as Zach Russell holds in his Moe opponent with a nice tackle.
Nice play there by Russell as well. He just waited for the Moe player or his opponent to pick the ball up before he laid the tackle. Now Traralgon have just kicked a goal there. Now we've been playing 23 minutes and they take a 5-point lead into the game.
All right, Danaher from that stoppage. Didn't get it going too far. We've got another one here about 55 metres out now from Sale's goal. They have got games on everywhere in the Gippsland League at the moment. We'll get you up to date with as they're happening. We've got close games right across Gippsland. Here, it's a 3-point margin. Taint will handle over the top. Tries to run under this one is Russell. He lumbered after it, and forcing it over for a boundary throw in was Blackshaw. 21 minutes have gone into the final quarter for Harvey Norman Computers. Great to have your company. We've had some thrilling games of football over the last couple of weeks. And it's going to go down to the wire again. Eden from the stoppage kicks around the body looking for touch, and he finds it just. And it bounces and goes over for a boundary throw, and exactly what he was after. Gained a good 40, 50 metres. And now the ball is on centre wing. 22 minutes gone. A real arm wrestle here in round 10. As now Russell does some ruck duties. He taps it down. Lang from the stoppage wins it again and kicks around the body. And the target there was Potts. He's going to win a free kick for being held. As Hayden Potts, too far out to score. Leslie's gone forward. Descent's there as well. And good, strong mark. And that was Jack Leslie. He's just about done it all this afternoon, except for kicking a goal.
53 hit-outs.
This could be the moment that puts his side over the line. He has been absolutely enormous this afternoon. 23 minutes gone. The Magpies lead by 3. The best on-ground performer has a shot at goal. Jack Leslie from 48. On its way. Starts left. The breeze not there on this occasion. Doesn't make the distance in the end. Campbell's dangerous in this position. He can't gather it. And clearing it out there was Maslin. Out towards the Belford direction. He tried to tap it on, but Sale got some numbers. They're going to repel this back inside forward 50. Not just yet.
Oof, was that?
And that's going to be 50.
Well, Dowse kicked it short. And Byron says, I wasn't sure if it went the required distance. As Byron just belts it back inside forward 50. A big pack will form. Leslie again will stand tall and take the mark in front of his ruckman opponent in Prowse. And this one, distance won't be a problem, Box.
No, this is Descent. It's got it at the moment, Scudman. It is Big Brad Descent.
You're right.
I'd probably prefer it in his hands.
Very good call. Sorry, Boxer.
That's okay. I can see where sometimes even the best get it wrong, Scud.
Well, now I'm flat.
Oh, don't be flat.
Brad Descent. Slightish angle. It still stands at 3 points. Descent comes in and puts it through the middle. And Brad Descent's got 3 goals this afternoon and gives a nice little buffer for the Magpies.
Yeah, this, like I said before, if they win this will be the biggest win the club's had in a very, very long time. And just when they were really under the pump as a club in regards to players they've had out, what a response here. I know we've still got a bit of game left in it as well. And right now, it is all Sale at the minute. And we're going to go to Traralgon at the moment too. It's gone full time there. And it was Traralgon by 5 points, 9-7-61, defeated Bairnsdale 8-8-56.
Sale 11-8-74 with a 9-point lead over Moe, 10-5-65, 25-minute mark final quarter. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
Centre break, absolutely crucial now. Ball thrown back up. Baldy wants to win it, but he's got some fairer position, and the umpire will take control here because no player of the 6 or 7 around the contest can clear the area.
This is going to be a massive win if the Magpies get up. This will be a huge victory in the scheme of things. There's results happening left, right and centre. Wonthaggi will beat Morwell, by the way, and Traralgon have now knocked off Bairnsdale. So, huge result. As Langs from the stoppage gives it to the runner in Cantwell. He's been good as well. Left foot kick inside forward 50. Blackshaw can't complete the mark. Russell works hard at ground level. Blackshaw does well, though. Handles over the top to Wood. They've got to take all the risk now, the Lions. They can't on this occasion. It's a boundary throw-in. 26 minutes have gone.
Tell you what, Sale needs to just keep working with young Zach Russell. I reckon he's going to be something special. He's really shown a bit today.
A few things to work on.
It definitely has. That's why I said if they work with him.
Quick
kick forward.
Leslie to Campbell. Kick around the body. The sealer. There it is, you think. As Campbell gets another one. That's his 4th for the afternoon. And the Magpies from here, are they home?
They're home.
Mate, I'll tell you now, is my plus 36 looking pretty bad now, Scudman? Is it?
Oh.
Hey? Plus 36?
You did it.
I did it again. Done it again.
Gave yourself a 36-point margin.
But I said Sale will win.
You didn't say Sale would win. You said you wouldn't get beaten by 36.
15-point margin in Sale's favour. 26.5 minutes played in the final quarter. It is 80 points to 65 on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
And we've got a final score down at Morwell as well, and Wonthaggi 7-13.
Wow.
So 20 scoring shots, 55, defeated Morwell 4-7-31.
This competition is on its head, I tell you.
Yep, as they go forward again. Lang, he's been off his head today. He's been great. Goes forward. Sale. Can they just open up this Moe's side? They're going to get their chance. Campbell courageously
Here we go.
to stop and prop. Well, he's kicked goals harder than this. A quick one around the body, but there's going to be a free kick down to the top of the square. It's going to be a free kick by Cantwell, 3 metres out, directly in front.
Give it to Russell. It's got to go to Zach Russell. He's not there. He doesn't want a piece of this.
He's not going to get there anyway, Scud.
No.
It'll take him a week.
Well, there's no angle on this Cantwell.
It's in the
Get
square.
back there, young fella. Get back in front of goals. The umpire don't need the umpire to tell you. It needs to be in front of goals.
It was where the
I think
ball
it's
landed.
Just outside the square, as they're saying, Pop.
Well, the man on the mark's in the square. Anyway, doesn't matter. He's kicked the goal. Good work. Always try to open the goals, young fella. Anyway, he's kicked 2 for the afternoon.
I just love the resilience of Sale because Moe were threatening. And you know, we were within 3 points and you think, well, young heads may ponder here, and they didn't. They actually have put the foot on the pedal and they've gone bang. So, well done.
And that is a 21-point margin, and we're at the 28-minute mark of the final quarter. The Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard has Sale 13-8-86, Moe 10-5-65.
Well, I'll tell you what, the last quarters of the Magpies are something to behold because they've won this again, 5-3 in the last quarter. And again, they just stamp their authority come the final quarter. Again, this time Prowse will win it. Tainch has been very good this afternoon, doesn't quite clear the area. This time he tries to shuffle it out. Hamble out there from Hayward. Gives it back to the runner in Dustin Blackshaw. Kick around the body to Nash. Couldn't complete the mark. Closing quickly out there is McDonald, or Glenn it is. And now Moe through some numbers. Danaher sweeps one forward to Maslin. He tries to tap it forward to himself. They have to quickly move it, and they can't through Nash. He goes to Balfour. Balfour's a little quick kick. Goes barreling inside forward 50, but downfield. It might actually come back. It was a free kick as he kicked it. So as he kicked that one, and Balfour will have it. Moe supporters want the downfield, but it was in the kicking motion, which means that as he kicked it, and Balfour will go square towards Baldy, and Riley can't quite complete the mark. Play on, said the umpire. Dowse just shuffled it out the back, but Balfour was there to give it to Blackshaw. Handball forward to Nash. Another one forward by hand is to Prowse. He gives it back to the runner in Nash. Right foot kick. Leading target, Kelty on the chest. Beautiful kick. And Kelty will waste no time. He'll go back. Slide angle. This must go through if there are any chance at all. Well, I don't think they are. 30 minutes have gone.
4 goals. And
they trail by 21. It's Kelty's kick is kept it skinny. And that excitement is now just done. Paul Carter.
20-point margin between the two. 13-8-86 Sale, 10-6-66 Moe. Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard, 30 minutes and 15 seconds gone.
7 goals scored in this final quarter to date. And Sale have stood tall when most thought they couldn't or wouldn't or even shouldn't, given their personnel, but they've been good. Freeman runs from full back, kicks grandstand side. Leslie's been good, contests the ball. Lang's been great. A quick roving kick towards half-forward flank. Skims over the top. Dessert needs to give ground to try to catch Baldy. Hard man to run down, then he runs down the next in line. Free kick. Took his opponent high. And there'll be a free kick to Moe. Half-back flank. It'll go the way of Benny Maslin. Plays on quickly. Kick was a beauty. Balfour to Baldy. This time it's Trent Baldy. Kicks to the top of the square. That's where Kelty will contest. But at ground level, Freeman's the first man there. And he eases the pressure and kicks towards touch. Bursts through defensive 50, but can't get past Moe's Callum Nash, who kicks towards goal. And McGuinness sees this one over yet again. Good work.
He's been good, McGuinness, too.
Moe goes to 10-7-67, trailing by 19 points. Sale 13-8-86, 31 and a half played on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
Seconds to go,
you'd say Sale will be back in the 5 after this, with losses to Bairnsdale and Morwell. And, of course, a loss to Moe as well. So 3 of the top 5 sides going down as the siren sounds. And the Magpies, unbelievable victory on Saturday afternoon. 13-8-86 have defeated Moe. 10-7-67. This competition, the Gippsland League in season 2024, is an absolute belter, and it throws up surprises week in, week out. Sale win it by 19 points. It's Gippsland Live on TRFM after the break, with the post-game coming up. All the key players will have a chat to the best on ground as well, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.